Got time today. Fucking, I'm crossing the line today. Hey, what's up, TG? I'm just looking at my wrist. I got time today. Fucking, I'm crossing the line today. Chime on in, man. I ain't even got to the house yet, man. I just look at my wrist. I got time today. Fucking, I'm crossing the line today. Hey, hey, hey. What to do with the folk? What's popping with my peoples, man? Just chill for me for a minute. Chime on in. I'm on my way to the house right now, so take your time, man. Feel free to chime on in, boy, because I'm finna go in tonight, man. So feel free. You in for a treat tonight. I just had my boy Myron on here. I think he probably had something going on with his connection, man. So I want to special shout out to my boy Myron Magnus, a.k.a. Double Limb, Boxing Logics United, man. Aquarian Nation, man. What to do with the folk, man? Just look at my wrist. I got time today. Fucking, I'm crossing the line today. Hey. Yeah, man. We finna talk some boxing politics. I'm finna tell y'all why boxing is patenting undefeated records. I'm gonna tell you how these boxers are pretty much. I mean, it's not like a lot of y'all don't know some of this shit, but I'm finna let y'all know why these boxers and all these managers and promoters are patenting undefeated records. Oh yeah, I got some insight and some info for you tonight, baby. So for those that tune in to this stream, man, you in for a treat, man. I'm gonna try to educate and demonstrate what this is in this boxing world, man. And I want to send a special shout out to everybody that stayed loyal to the folk, everybody that stayed true to the crew. You understand me? And to anybody that decided that they wanted to dip out because something wasn't consistent enough for them, when I done already told motherfuckers that I don't make content every time a boxer wipe they ass, and I'm finna go in on that shit too. All motherfuckers want me to run my mouth about hoe shit. I ain't got time. But I got time today. Fucking, I'm crossing the line today. What's up with Clement the Don, man? Red, what it do with the folk? Roy Jones, what it do with the folk? Shout out to the people, man, that still stuck it out with a bruh. You know what I'm saying? I really just want to know who with me? Who is with DT3, man? Who with me? Because there's a lot of fuck boys in this bitch. Shout out Queen Lisa Bell. In the place where real niggas dwell. You already know. We got my boy, Myron Magnus, a.k.a. Double Limb, man, of Boxing Logic United, man. What to do with the folk, man?
Oh, everything's doing at the same time.
You already know it. Already know it.
Same time.
Already knowing, man.
Same time. The boxing is boxing, and we're here to stay. Seeing how the boxing world is going.
Mm-hmm.
Paying attention.
Yeah, you got to pay attention, man. I'm gonna have me some drink. Finna give me some weed smoke. Oh yeah, we finna have a party tonight, baby.
I ain't gonna be.
Get your drinks up, man. Get your glasses together,
remember,
man.
Now, I ain't gonna be. Remember now, you 3 hours, probably 3 or 4 hours behind me.
3, cause you're on the East.
On 1. What is it going on there? 9:42.
10. 9:43. Yeah. So we y'all better enjoy Myron while we got him, man.
Shoot, man. So the fight is Saturday.
Rebel, if you don't get your black ass up here,
it came quick. It came pretty quick. Yeah, it might as well make this a party, y'all. Come on.
Hold on. Let me put the link.
Hey, Lisa, piece of pugilism, Lisa. What's up?
Yeah, so Rebel, hit that link, Rebel. Hit that link, Rebel. Quit playing with my emotions, Smokey. Hit that link, man. This I gotta get my dogs, man. I gotta get my dogs, and I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about my real dogs. Where my dogs at? So, but I had to ask our people with me, because when I don't make videos on a consistent basis, or I don't react to everything that happens in boxing, people tend to have an issue. Like when Keith Thurman said what he said pertaining to Errol Spence not being the real Errol Spence that Terrence Crawford fought. But at the same time, Queef, you didn't even fight Errol Spence. You ducked Errol Spence when he was the quote-unquote Real Errol Spence, that was the nigga you ducked, Keith. That was the nigga that you vacated your belt and all the shit because you didn't want no smoke with that Errol, Queefy. But you want to talk about Terrence Crawford. Okay. Okay. All right, Queefy. Okay, Queefy. All right, bro, this man just sitting there chasing clout. You ain't even, and you sitting there talking about fighting a bitch. Fighting Clarissa Shields and shit. Bro, shut your ass up, Queefy. Now they talking about Keith Thurman versus motherfucking Tank Davis like that's a big-ass marquee fight that everybody hammering the motherfucking seat. I'm going to let you know right now, I can't speak for Double M, but I don't see that shit.
No, they just throw names out there. That's not a fight that's going to happen. Come on.
Of course not. But I'm not finna talk about how I want to see that and how Tank gonna do this and Keith gonna do that and all this extra bullshit. I ain't got time for that at all. Nope. Ain't gonna be able to do it. Nope. Sorry. Clarissa Shields is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and
I don't like that they're doing that. Mentioning the Clarissa Shields and Keith Thurman.
That's what I don't like. I don't like the man versus woman shit.
I don't I don't care for the disrespect. And I still support Keith. I understand that he was. I mean, look, man. The how PBC is lining their stuff up, how they stretch. Think about it, before Errol Spence fought. Errol Spence didn't fight for 15 months before Crawford. The fight between Ugas, or 16 months, something like that. The fight between Ugas and Terrence Bud Crawford was 15, 16 months, dude. That's a long time. Long time. So we all know the deal. I like that Keith is talking this talk. He needs to. He's on the last draw. He's getting up there in age too. It is multiple times Terrence Bud Crawford did consider Keith Thurman the fighter to beat and the best fight on PBC 147 and not Errol Spence Jr. And I think in the back of his head, he still thinks Keith is the most toughest. But he has what he wants right now. So there's no need for him to go for Keith. But Keith got to go ahead and keep his name out there. That's what I see is happening. You feel me? Because Terrence Bud Crawford has said that multiple times. Errol Spence Jr. ain't even the best fight over there. He said Keith Thurman. He said it on the Breakfast Club. He said in multiple interviews. We can't negate that. Terrence Bud Crawford said, Errol Spence Jr. is not even the best 147-pounder over there. It's Keith Thurman. That is documented record. He said it multiple times. So, but Keith, if you're injured, you're injured. And the loss to Pacquiao, which I'm on record for saying multiple times, I thought he actually edged it. I don't think that one little knockdown in the second round gave it to Pacquiao, if you look at the punch stats and all that. But politics is politics. Pacquiao, he brings that check that nobody was bringing. So they had to give it to, the knockdown that Keith suffered in that fight was the reason for them to, okay, let's push Pacquiao so we can make the big fight with Errol Spence Jr. We know what happened to Errol Spence Jr., eye surgery, all the plans is thrown the fuck off and up. Because we know the deal. You know what I'm saying? So they got to do what they got to do to keep a company up moving. I respect that. But I still, Crawford is in a bit of a bind, don't you think? Because he gotta fight somebody. And if I want to see him fight somebody, I would like to see him fight Keith Thurman because is it a rematch clause in this both ways for Charlo and Canelo in this fight Saturday?
I don't think it's a rematch clause. Even if,
sure?
Right? I don't know. I said I don't think. I'm not sure. It could be
positive. Without a doubt, it's one if Canelo loses. Without a doubt, it's one. We're not sure if it's one if Charlo. That's something. Do somebody in the chat, Lisa? Do you know that? Lisa, do you know Charlo? Yeah. Anybody in the chat know if Charlo got a rematch clause? Because he is bringing in 4 belts too. Remember, he might drop. He might lose to WBO, but he is bringing in 3 or 4. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
I think that both of them are undisputed. Both have a rematch clause in their favor. I'm pretty sure they both should have that. I'm not 100% sure, but they should. So that's going to be what? That's a year and a half gone. What is Crawford? Who's Crawford going to fight? We need Keith Thurman, baby. Look at it that way.
He ain't gonna fight Danny or nothing. He not gonna fight
No,
Danny.
you might as well fight the guy who got the best. He only got one. Keith Thurman only got one loss, and that's to who? Pacquiao.
Pacquiao.
That is the best. That's the best draw fight that PBC can give him.
That is. The
we
best
know
fight.
Boots ain't ready. You don't want to mess up Boots yet.
Oh no, they don't want to mess up Boots. They got to sell Boots. Boots
could do good though. He could do his thing, but I don't know if he can come home with the win. I'm not even sure Thurman could come home with the win. He might need a tune-up, but he might not get that chance. If Crawford say, look, we're gonna boom boom, and Thurman can't get no tune-up, Thurman gonna have to go in there and go with what he know. But I'd rather see Thurman in there. I've been wanting to see that fight. People will want to see that fight. They won't believe in Thurman, but you know, Thurman is a smart fighter.
I think Thurman would have more success.
Of course.
And I'm going to wax and say this because I think he'll have more success than Errol Spence just because of the certain tangibles that Keith Thurman exudes. He can fight off the back foot. He has a jab. I wouldn't say he has decent head movement, but his defense is in his feet. He's not going to be stationary. He's going to move around.
We know that.
He's going to keep a jab in Terrence Crawford's face, which what Errol Spence did not do. So absolutely. I see Keith Thurman being a more difficult fight. The outcome, I believe, will be the same, but as far as the fight in itself, will be more difficult if he fights Keith Thurman.
It's way more intriguing. Since we know that Keith Thurman has good feet and he's a more cerebral fighter.
Yeah.
So if he's healthy, that could be interesting, bro. I won't put it past. Crawford is more in fight shape, of course, because he's been a more busier fighter. So he's going to definitely have the edge, and he's going to be favored by a good amount. But anything can happen in boxing.
Right. Well, what I will say to that is you still have a connection with Gary Russell Jr. So do you see the Gary Russell Jr. he's training right now, even though he hasn't fought, he's still training, correct?
Correct.
So
he stays in shape.
Right. So even though you may not be active in a fight, he's still in some physical shape to where he's ready for that phone call. Keith Thurman is not in that position. Keith Thurman is not in tip-top shape right now to where he looked like he
looked like he ain't far from making it. You saw him in the last fight. He didn't look fat. He didn't look overweight.
He didn't look fat. He didn't look overweight.
He looked like he was walking around about 160, 165.
Okay.
And that you got Keith Thurman used to be up there, get up to the 180s. He looked like he was in the 160 range. Real talk. And he said you saw he been on Fight Hub all the time. And he says he's working out. So
I want to see some film. Let's get to Jumbo Slice, man. Jumbo Slice says predictions for Ugas versus Barrios and Lubin versus Ramos this Saturday on the undercard of Canelo Charlo. Who you got, Double M, for Ugas and Barrios? Who you
got? Ugas and Vargas?
Barrios.
Ugas is fighting Barrios? Didn't even know that.
Yep.
Interesting.
And I know it's at 47.
Yeah, because Barrios' first fight into 147 was with Keith Thurman. So,
yes, sir.
Wow.
Really? Is that difficult of a decision?
Well, Ugas has had a lot. Keep in mind, Ugas, like I said, Spence ain't fought in what, 15, 16 months since the Ugas fight. So now Ugas hasn't fought. That was September 5th, that fight. So we're pushing to close to a year and a half for Ugas. When is that fight supposed to be?
Got you. Oh, we got Johnny Boy.
What up,
Johnny Boy?
How we doing, guys?
Johnny Boy.
What's up, man?
How we doing, fellas? It's been a while since I've been on Boom.
Been a while, man. Yeah, man. I'm only doing content. Just to let everybody know, I'm only doing content creators, man, on my panels from now on. I'm not just gonna have random people on my panel no more. It gotta be content creators, people that have a valid opinion, people that have a objective opinion, people that's going to challenge the status quo, meaning my opinion too, people that's not going to agree with me, people that's going to give me some smoke. That's what I need for me and my channel. And we got my boy Johnny Boy, so we can get a little different shades of color in this bitch. You understand me? So we just gonna expand our horizons real quick. But Johnny Boy, so we got Ugas and Barrios, and also got Ramos versus Lubin this weekend on the undercard of Canelo versus Charlo. And I'm trying to get what Double M's take on the Ugas Barrios fight, and he's really having, I wouldn't say a tough time, but it's like he's basing it on the gaps that they've been since they've last fought.
You know what, man? You know what, bro? I'll tell you what. That's the fight I'm on the most fence about with the whole card, bro. I think if it was a couple years ago,
when is the fight though?
Ugas, it's on the undercard of Canelo this weekend, boxing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is this weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, that was the one I was on the most on the fence about, bro. And the reason, if it was Ugas from a couple years ago, I'd pick him. But he's 40, bro, and he ain't fought in 18 months, almost 2 years.
Okay, 18, like I was telling him. That's what I was saying.
And he took a bad beating his last time out, bro. So it's kind of that's the most iffy fight on the whole card for me, bro, because we don't know what Ugas gonna look like, dog. Like, and I'm not like super crazy high on Barrios or anything. He just might be catching him at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just kind of how I look at that, bro. He might just be catching Ugas at the right time. So yeah.
So you got Barrios beating Ugas?
I put 50 on Barrios, bro. Because the odds was good. The odds was good, bro.
Double M, who you got?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I was just going to enjoy the fight. Because again, Barrios is just entering into the 147. He's a seasoned fighter, got experience. And Ugas is getting up there. Barrios has the height and length advantage. Ugas is seasoned 147, seasoned fighter. You know what? That could definitely be a slug match.
Yeah.
I don't think either fighter is going to be moving too much. So I don't know, bro.
It's one of those, bro. It's one of those. It's a hard call, bro.
I'ma call it. I'm going with Ugas just because I think he's going to land. For one, we already know Ugas is the bigger name of the two, of course, and we know politics is a motherfucking boxing. That's one of the reasons. Second reason why I'm picking Ugas is because I think the more cleaner shots. Now, do I think he's going to be busier than Barrios? No, I highly doubt that. But do I think Ugas will land the more clean shots? Yes, because I think he's the more technical boxer of the two. So I think Barrios might win as far as work rate is concerned, but who is going to be the more technically sound boxer who's going to land the most significant shots throughout the duration of the fight? I'm going with Ugas. And 9 times out of 10, the person that lands the most accurate shots usually wins in most fights, and especially when it's one dude that has more of a prestigious name than the other. I think Ugas is going to edge him out. I think it's going to be a split though.
Okay, I think you gave me my decision now.
Okay.
I think you helped me give me my decision. Because you put a couple of things in perspective that now making me looking at this. Okay, how old is Barrios?
He's 28, 27, 28.
Barrios is going to win this fight.
Okay.
Especially if it goes to decision, if it's close. Barrios is going to win this fight. As Jimbo said, Ugas is nearing 40. The 147 division needs to get deeper now. And like you said, Ugas has the bigger name. I would challenge that, but since he did beat Pacquiao, I agree. I say yes. Since
that was the only reason.
The win over Pacquiao gives him the bigger name, and so if Barrios, they would need Barrios to get the win over Ugas, so you can say, well, he's the man to beat the man, and that would help Barrios' resume and later on set up Barrios for say a match versus somebody like Jaron Bucenis. So Barrios is going to win. Barrios is going to win.
Or yeah,
you know, Boxing Logics United is still in effect. Don't keep them. I'm still who I am. I'm still thorough as fuck. I've been paying. I ain't been making videos, but I pay. Y'all know I've been paying. I pay close attention to the big stuff that I need to pay attention.
You still got your ear to the street, bro.
Yeah, I could plot this shit out real good.
Yeah,
you look good, Jimbo. Look like you lost weight, man. You look healthier. Look healthier mentally, better.
Yeah. I was going through a rough time a couple years ago, bro. But yeah.
You all right.
Yeah.
He's staying away from bad pussy.
Hey, wish you the best, bro. We all been going through shit. You look good though, champ.
Appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
All right.
Who we got out of Lubin versus Ramos? I'm going with Ramos because Lubin has shown in his last few fights that he gets stupid. Like you can reel him into your game and you can catch him. I honestly feel like I ain't gonna say when he fought Figueroa, but when I saw how Figueroa lost, I felt like Lubin really did himself a disservice to fight Figueroa, not Figueroa, but was it Figueroa? It was Figueroa, right?
Fundora,
yeah, Fundora.
Yeah, Fundora.
Fighting Fundora in close trenches. You don't fight a dude like that in the close quarters when you don't have thudding power like that. A fighter like Fundora, you gotta have thudding power and crack him and make him respect you like how he got knocked the fuck out. And I said that was gonna happen to him. Fighting the way that he's fighting, being the longer, the more rangier guy, somebody that's a short arm, wanting to be on the inside close quarters type of fighter is going to rip him the fuck up. Somebody that really knows how to fight and does fight on the close quarters is going to fuck him up because he doesn't utilize his range. And we already saw what happened when he fought a quote unquote, as the boxing world called it, a C-class fighter. Yeah. I don't think dude was a C-class fighter. No, but the dude that Fundora got knocked out by, they considered him to be a C-class fighter because he got L's.
Yeah,
you can't have L's in boxing. We're gonna get to the politics in a minute, but
yeah, Tim Zoo's fighting that Mendoza cat now in next month. Yeah, in October. I think it's October, the second weekend of October. Yeah, it's a good fight. It's a good fight, bro. Yeah.
It's gonna be a good fight, man. But I don't think Lubin is gonna win this fight. I think they just putting Lubin out there because he got losses and they don't really care about the stock in Erickson Lubin. You know what I'm saying? The most stock Erickson Lubin had was when he fought Jermell Charlo, and I think he just bit off more than he could chew with that fight, and we all know the outcome of that shit. But I don't think there's a lot of stock in Erickson Lubin. Just like right now, I don't think it's a lot of stock in Daniel Dubois. That's why they're using him the way that they're using him, because there's not a lot of stock in these fighters.
But also, let me also throw in it. I'm not saying Ugas can win a decision. I don't want to put the thing out there. People saying I'm not trying to say it's that. I will favor, you know, I mean, you don't want people watching this thinking, oh, Myron Lyles, boxing, Magnus is doing this shit. No, I'm just saying I favor Barrios to get that fight. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, arm length, fresher, legs, younger. I just think Barrios is going to win that with all the other intangibles and variables playing in play. You know, I don't want people to think, oh, Myers doing a conspiracy theory. Nah, I'm not trying to say that it's going to just give it for Jerome Ennis. But if I was a betting man, I'll put it on Barrios. I would say it like that.
Right. Well, and honestly, I mean, you're going to use Barrios to fight a guy like Boots Ennis because, you know, they still trying to patent his resume right now.
Yeah. And plus,
that'd be a good fight. I wouldn't necessarily say it would be patent because, hey, Keith Thurman couldn't get Barrios out of there. Barrios could take a punch, man.
He's a tough kid. I actually met a couple of he's got family up north here in Chicago and Milwaukee and shit, bro. I actually met a couple of his uncles and aunties. They're nice people too. But I just the only reason. Yeah, like I say, in the odds, I just put 50 on him because he was like, I got him at like plus 270. So I was like, oh.
You put 50 on Barrios?
Yeah, he was plus 270.
He put money on Barrios, so he confident.
So what that supposed to give you back? I ain't into the numbers. Plus 270s, you bet 50, what you get back?
So that'll get me like, oh shit, like 125 back, something like that. About
okay.
25.
And you put 50 on him?
Huh?
You put 50 on him?
Yeah.
Oh, so the 270 is plus 270 is okay, then double it. Okay. Double it, then it's 70.
So it'd be like, so I get like 130 back profit. Yeah, if he wins. Yeah. 130 profit. Yeah.
I got it now.
120 something. Yeah.
Thank you for explaining that plus too. Okay, that makes sense.
We got LeRon says Tank will be watching that Barrios fight closely. You think Tank Davis is gonna be watching the Ugas Barrios fight because he fought Mario Barrios? What's up with LeRon though? What to do with the folk?
No. No, I don't think so. He already beat Barrios.
Yeah, and now that I didn't brought up Tank Davis, me and Myron was talking about this backstage before I went live. So I'm gonna ask you, JBZ.
Well, I think he'll watch all the fights, but I don't think he'll pay.
All right, shout out to my boy JBZ, man. But JB, Johnny boy, what do you think about Tank Davis not having hold any real estate in any respected division that he fights in, but yet and still they talk about Tank Davis as if he's the man to beat, but he holds no real estate and no. Now, don't get me wrong. Before you answer, Tank Davis is a hell of a fighter. He is a knockout artist. He is who we say he is, or whatever. He is all that. But at the end of the day, is Tank really worth all this hoopla with no real estate in any division that he fights in? You don't win a world title, you don't win a regular, you don't win a super, you don't win none of that. You just pretty much you get a bag. And I don't see no fighter getting to the Hall of Fame beating Tank Davis.
Okay, see it's kind of a complicated, here's the thing, we haven't really seen that before because it's a new era now, bro. You know what I mean? Like we haven't really. I mean, a little bit of it with Floyd and that, and Canelo maybe, but we ain't really seen not like that, bro. With no titles, no, like you say, no real estate, no nothing. It's just a payday. It's just a payday. There's no legacy behind it. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a little legacy behind it because he's a big name. He's undefeated, but the accolades ain't there. If you do go after Tank, the accolades ain't there, bro. The money's there, but the accolades ain't. So I think if you like say you're Shakur, bro. If you're Shakur, let's just say Shakur ends up with a title or two at lightweight. I could see, and Shakur's name starts getting a little bigger, etc. So I could see that kind of being they're both still undefeated, but
right.
It's really up to the guys, bro. Because if they don't, there's no reason to go after them other than for a bag. Boom. There's no reason to go after them other than the bag.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I mean,
I don't think I disagree.
The recognition too.
The recognition right now.
Yeah.
The recognition is like the belt right now because Floyd, and I'm saying in essence, everything you're saying, yes, I agree with you in that. The thing is, if the fighters is putting Tank up on that pedestal, they're going to supersede what we say.
True. That's true too.
So you got Shakur saying Tank is up there. You got you have Haney saying Tank is. I have the belts, but still, if he would not turn down a fight with Tank.
No, hell no.
Nobody
so
will.
if you got your boy, Inouye's promoter saying we would like to see Inoue fight Tank Davis, that is putting Tank on the pedestal without the belt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's like Floyd Mayweather is made, and we've always say, remember the arguments we used to have on the panels back in the day? We were saying, who makes do the fighter make the belt or do the belt make the fighter? It's kind of remember we was having those arguments back in the day?
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah.
Tank Davis is right now, Tank Davis's name is bigger than the WBC.
Yeah.
Beating him is like winning the belt. And I think that's always what Floyd wanted because we always wondered, and Earl Spence put this on the forefront. What are they doing? You got to pay each of the sanctioning bodies to have their belt, and what are they doing with the money? So even Spence, with all this glory before the Crawford fight, said that. What are they doing with the money, man? I got to pay for each one of those, so it's a money grab. So I think Floyd Mayweather's like, we're going to build up these fighters more than we build up the belts.
I
So
get it.
Floyd done saw that angle. It's like, look, that's why Floyd, I think they didn't care to be undisputed. So you sucking all my money, but what did I get anything in return? You don't promote me. You ain't doing much of that. So um, right now they put Floyd and PBC as Tank in a wonderful position.
They got him in a nice spot. They got him in a
They
nice
Hey,
do. They got
spot.
him in a nice
hey,
spot.
and the 1.3 million pay-per-view buys between him and freaking
Ryan
uh,
Garcia.
oh my God, it's just like okay, it cemented it. So what we, the numbers are speaking for him
With no belt on the line. With
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 no
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 belt on
belts
the
belt,
on
line.
the
bro,
line.
with
Yeah.
no belt. So
Yeah.
the money talk, and
Yeah.
his knockouts have talked and kept him up there. Him
Yeah.
All
knocking
right.
everybody out, bro. I mean,
That's true.
All right. All right.
so
Well, we got 1-2 kid in the building of the UGC, man. I got to get 1-2 kid's opinion on what does he feel about Tank Davis being the person that he is and having so much prestige, yet he has nothing of real significance in the sport, but yet and still he still holds a lot of prestige in the sport. So, what do you think, 1-2, about Tank Davis being a guy who has no real estate and no respectable division that he fights in, and yet and still he's still the guy to beat?
He's still the guy to beat because he brings the eyes and the money.
there you go.
He's the payday. He's the payday, but he didn't get there like those before him in the heyday. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So he didn't I don't think he's been in there with top notch competition. I think the best fighters he been in there was maybe Pitbull and Pedraza. At one point, Ryan Garcia was it was a big name, but yeah, I don't think that he's the best fighter. I think he's one of the most talented, but I don't think he's I think his prestige is lackluster. But as for his talent and the eyes he brings and the fans, well, of course everyone's gonna put him on a pedestal because that's gonna be their biggest payday in that weight class.
Mm.
But now he does have champions on his resume. You got, yes, Leo Santa Cruz and Jumbo. Mario Barrios was a champion. And Mario Barrios, he has a good name. Now, has he, I know where, what O2 kid, I mean, Two Punch Kid, my man
One,
just
two.
said, 1-2 said it was right. I mean, he ain't been in the fight the guys, but we want to see him like in that major competitive joint. And I think that's going to hurt him. I've said before that I thought that I didn't want to see him fighting fucking Rolly. I think him fighting the or Ryan because the lackluster. I think I brought up. I say, was this going to maybe stagnate his growth? Because you can't have too many easy fights, and then you get in somebody really tough, going to pull something. Might stretch you further than you expect. But Tank is the knockout king right now. Him and Crawford are the two knockout kings, and that's what's selling, bro. And
Yeah,
spectacular knockout.
but the difference is who's Tank knocking out and who Bud Crawford ending.
I 100% agree with you.
I mean, as hardcore fans,
Yeah, I
you know what I
100%
mean?
agree.
Yeah, I'm like, man, and you want to see Tank in one of those, up against one of the other elites in his division, whether it be Devin Lomachenko or even Shakur Stevens. Me myself, I think Shakur Stevens is the guy at 135, but that's
I
just
do.
me.
I do too.
But nobody's going to fight him because he's good. And that was I was going to lead to after I give my opinion on Tank. And as far as Tank, I don't really look at Tank as nothing really significant, like to the level that they making him in boxing. I get it. You fight him, you get the money. That's cool. But at the end of the day, I'm in this to win championships. Tank Davis does not get me to the Hall of Fame. He get me paid,
I
but
don't
if I
think
fight Tank and I beat him, I don't go to the Hall of Fame off of beating Tank Davis, who has no belts, no real estate when I fought him. He's not, he's a former world champion because he won a world title when he beat Pedraza at 130, but that's the only significant title that he's won. He's won a lot of regulars and super belts. When he fought Mario Barrios, he didn't win a world title. He won a super belt. So it really wasn't nothing prestigious, in my personal humble opinion, because all that was a super belt. That's just to say he's a champion. And in my opinion, when they talk about it's too many belts in boxing, I don't think when they say about the WBO or the WBC or the IBF or the WBR or whatever. I don't think the 4 belts is too much. I think these regulars and supers are too much. If you just keep it to the world level and just maintain just that, then I would feel that that's more respectable and prestigious. When you make all these regulars and supers in interim belts, not saying it's in boxing or whatever, but when you make belts that are kind of like useless, it's just like you could just easily say, oh, I'm a 3-time 3-division champion. I'm a 4-division champion, even though you may not have fought nobody of no real substance or significance, but because they had a runner-up title, you could sit there and say, oh, I got this dude's runner-up title. That puts me in line to fight for a world title, but I'll never fight the world champion. I'll just take the runner-up belt. And I'll take my whole career stealing money because my promoter is really Alan Heyman, and he knows all the celebrities, all the stars, and he could bring all these dudes to my fights and make it seem like I'm bringing these dudes out when it's really Alan Heyman who already has access to these celebrities. So I'm not putting no salt in Tank's, skill set or his credibility. I'm just saying that this team has also helped him out, which is a great thing. But at the same time, Tank is not built up to the point where people are coming to see him just based on Tank. People are coming to see him celebrity-wise based on Alan Heyman's connections. That's why you see them coming to Tank's fights early in his career. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about early. You seeing celebrities come to see Tank Davis fight, and that's because of Alan Heyman, not Tank Davis, because don't nobody know who you are within your first maybe 10 to 15 fights for me.
Yeah, you was seeing Puffy and Jay-Z and them roll up there early, bro. That's very true. That's true, bro. That's
of course. Yeah.
So I don't put no real estate in Tank. I do respect the fact that if you fight Tank, you get in the bag, but I respect world titles. That's like saying, you feel me? That's like saying you rather play football, and as long as you getting a check, you cool. You don't care about getting no rings. You can't play with Tom Brady with that mindset.
No,
you can't play with the Joe Montanas. You can't play with the Jerry Rices. You can't play with the Deion Sanders when you just want to get a check and you ain't trying to get no rings. If you ain't trying to get no titles, what are you here for? You know what I'm saying?
Low key, I call it preseason promotions because that's what it is. Man, it's just like I could run through a couple, random guys and bow and still get paid for it, and never go to the Super Bowl, never go to the playoffs.
But as long as I get this $1 million every year,
right. But as long as my stats is top,
right.
As long as I don't lose to these high school teams,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Then it's
right.
That's what's bad, and what sucks so much about it is the dude is talented.
Not to get too far off subject, but I'm so freaking proud of my Miami Dolphins, bro. The 7 points, son. They got that, bro. Them boys are on fire.
They beat them.
I heard about the 7. Who they scored that on?
The Denver, and Denver's garbage, but still, bro, that's 70 points. How you don't see that in football?
Really?
You don't see that in football, bro. That's basketball numbers, bro. You don't see that in football.
Yeah.
Even if it ain't against the best team.
But at the end of the day, man, I don't really see like Tank Davis being somebody that's like I mean, granted, I do want to see him fight top opposition, but based on the promotion that he's under, he's not going to fight top opposition. He's and especially at this point in his career, he's just trying to get money, get his checks, get his ducats up. And I'm not knocking the person who wanted to get their money, but this is the hurt business. This is the fight game. And in order to be the best in this game, you got to beat the best. And I don't look at Tank as the best in the division. I feel like the best in the division that he fights in, which is 135, is Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. And the reason why I say Devin Haney is because Devin Haney holds all the real estate at 135.
But I think those fights are coming, believe it or not, Boone. Believe it or not, I think those fights are coming. I think that is the time. I think the fight's coming. I think actually the opposite. I think Haney, believe it or not, I think Haney don't want to fight Tank right now.
Why? He's fighting Regis Prograis.
Yeah, he's fighting Prograis, bro.
Right. I don't think it's right. But he who has the 135 still? All the belts.
Devin.
I think he'll fight Regis. I think the choice to fight Regis is because they don't want to fight Tank.
I think they said, don't quote me.
They don't want to fight Tank right now because I think they're afraid of losing all that. They just got him.
I think they said Shakur and the Dominican kid is going to be for the vacant too. I think they said the vacant WBC. They're going to put that up.
What up?
And so,
what up, man?
You got to keep in mind, your boy, what's up? It's not just the PBC. It is also Top Rank. So now it's a reversal of fortune. When when you had PBC holding all the 147 belts, they weren't trying to let none of the Top Rank in. Now Top Rank has the 135. They damn sure are not going to try to let Tank come in and take all those from Devin Haney. So what you're seeing is a flip flop of fortunes right now.
I don't
because
know.
if you put Devin Haney versus Tank, who you think will be favored to win that fight?
Yeah, but Devin Haney would.
But I'm just saying
Tank wasn't in line. That was Shakur's shot.
But I'm saying, but Shakur just came up to 135. But I'm saying, if we going for the money and we going for the glory, right? Money and glory, that's Tank Davis fight all day. But you think that Top Rank going to let Tank Davis?
No, stop with the Tank Davis shit. Just knock that shit all the way
Hold
off.
up. Do you think Tank Davis? Do you think the Top Rank going to let Tank Davis come from the PBC over there to Top Rank?
Tank ain't doing shit. Just erase his name. Stop talking about him.
He's not. They're not. Top Rank is not going to let PBC come and take all the 135 belts and bring them back to the PBC. So we see in reverse. You're seeing history now change. Okay, and it's the two different promotions on the opposite feet. That's what we're seeing right now. So Tank Davis want Haney fight right now. I guarantee you he does. But Haney feel like no, because we know Haney. We all done said he got maybe a little soft chin.
I don't know. I think you're kind of putting Tank in Shakur's seat.
So
what
you? I want to hear what Charles D got to say about it because Charles
I'm putting Tank in his own seat. Shakur just moved up. He ain't even with Tank.
But he was the man though.
Who was the man?
He was Shakur. The man. He was the mandatory. He activated the mandatory, so he was the first man in line. And then he said,
I understand that. I'm not saying that's not true. What I'm saying is Devin Haney ain't trying to fight Tank right now. His father's like, no. Should I say that? Haney's like, I want to do it, but his father's like, no. And Bob Arum's like, no.
What you think, CD?
Think about it.
You got me thinking now, bro.
It makes sense. It makes total sense. Top Rank is doing the same shit that PBC is doing. We gotta quit that. You know what I mean? Their money is wrapped up in what champions they have too. Come on. That's the value of the freaking promotions. What champions do you have? They have an undisputed champion, Devin Haney, right now.
They don't want Tank coming over there taking the belts.
You got that right. The roles have reversed. Come on, y'all.
I want to know what Charles D think. What you think, CD?
How you doing, Charles? Been a while, bro.
I think Charles might have dropped off.
I think he dropped off. But so 1, 2, what you think? What do you think about the whole dynamic before we move on? Because I got some shit to cook on. So what you think before we move on to about pertaining to Tank and Shakur spot?
Oh man, I just feel like low key Shakur the man. Like I mean, I know he just
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you
now. We can.
Yeah. This whole bullshit with Tank, can that shit. Please can that. That nigga ain't fighting nobody at all, no time soon, nigga. That nigga resume is good garbage.
Well, cook on it then, Charles D. Cook on the CD, bro.
Who the fuck is he gonna fight? He's not fighting. Look at that nigga hit list and look at who he's calling out right now.
Who we calling out?
Me and Inoue will be a good fight. Inoue is at 122. What the fuck is Tank? Tank ain't fighting nobody no time soon. Please stop bringing this nigga name up and stop saying this nigga the face of boxing. Niggas need to kill that garbage. That shit is trash.
Well, I ain't saying he the face of boxing over here.
Yeah, no one said he was a face of boxing.
Boom, not even close, my nigga. Not even.
Okay. Who is it?
If you want to put a face on it, you could put Canelo. But other than that,
stop that bullshit. Can you stop bringing up Canelo fucking name, please?
See, you didn't.
The fuck is you talking about?
Oh man,
I could put you, but listen, but wait, hold on. Who has Canelo fought and who has Tank fought, nigga? Can we really talk about that? Exactly. Yeah. You got shot in the ass, nigga.
No. Who is this dude?
That ain't even no comparison there, bro.
Since we brought it up, then we're gonna start with my boy Double M then. Who you got this weekend? We already talked about Ugas, you know what I'm saying? We already talked about Mario Barrios and all that. We talked about the undercard. Who do you got winning Jermell Charlo versus Canelo? Myra, who you got? Who you got, Myra?
But I think me and the fellas was talking about it earlier. Is it? I need to know one fact. Did Canelo sign a 3-fight contract with PBC? True.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yes,
okay, then. So if he, see, I don't want to go back to my old way and breaking shit down. They're like, Boxologics United still on that shit. He's trying to plot it out and give up all the goods. But if he loses his first fight, will the second fight lose value under a 3-fight contract?
Absolutely not.
I would actually
be a rematch clause.
Myron, I would actually say it would depend how the fight plays out. If they got a freaking war going on, the numbers might jump up a little bit, or at least stay the same. But if it's a 9-3 type of fight and ain't much action going on, then yeah, absolutely.
Okay, my other question, me and Boone asked Boone this earlier. We assume Charlo has a rematch clause just like Canelo, right? For this,
I don't think he does he?
We need to find that.
If Canelo loses, I think it'll be a rematch.
Canelo definitely has a rematch clause.
Yeah,
I would assume Charlo. We have to assume Charlo. He's undisputed too. Even if he does lose quote unquote lose to WBO before the fight, like the rumors I'm hearing. But we need to know if Charlo has a rematch clause.
See, I don't think he does, bro, because
I know Canelo, if he loses, he gonna
See, we need to know those things. So if Charlo does have a rematch clause, then what you're saying, it may go up if it's a very, very competitive fight.
Right.
If Charlo don't have a rematch clause, come on, y'all know who got this. It's a 3-fight contract.
Yeah,
come on, man. Y'all don't know boxing now. I follow the money, baby.
See, y'all done got Myron started.
No, I'm just saying, y'all. I'm Boxologics United for a reason. Jimbo now. Does it make sense? Does it make sense for him to lose the first fight? If Charlo don't have the rematch clause, it would make sense then. If Charlo does have the rematch clause, but if he don't, he has a 3-fight combo, and he's still the face of boxers. My man down here said he's still the money grab. Does it make sense him lose the first fight of a 3-fight combo contract? No, it don't. Okay, so now we've got our thinking caps on. Does Charlo have a rematch clause? That's what we need to find out.
Yeah. All right, so Myra got Canelo. Who you got, Johnny boy? Who you got?
All right. Well,
because of circumstances, I have Canelo. Yeah. You start thinking about this shit, really lay it out there. Then now,
yeah. I think I'll stick with my guns, man. I want Charlo to pull it off, bro. Because you guys, I mean, y'all know, remember from back in the day, I'm not a big Canelo fan. So, but so I hope Charlo clips him on the temple and puts his lights out. But do I think it happened? Man, here's the Charlo's been out for over a year, and I know he's a big dude, and that's what maybe jump's not as much as they're making it to be, but he still is moving up, bro. He's been out for over a year.
Yeah.
I think that Jermell could, because all the dudes that gave Canelo a hard time, bro, they all had great jabs, bro. Lara, Golovkin, Bivol, Floyd. They all had good jabs, bro. And Charlo's got a good jab. He's got a good, stiff, powerful jab, bro. So I think he can. And I don't think he's got the power to put Canelo out, but I think he can buzz him, bro. I do think Mel can buzz him a little bit, bro, and actually get his respect. You know, because Canelo got a beard. We got to keep it real. But I think, bro, just because of the layoff and the jump in weight and the little experience from Canelo, I still gotta give Canelo a little bit of the edge, bro. Yeah. But I hope Charlo whips his ass. So
I think Charlo got the skills to pay the bills versus Canelo.
Well, that's what I was saying with the jab and the pop he's got, like in the side and the little length and the height. And he might be able to give him some fits, bro. Yeah. But if we go to the cards, we know what's going to happen there. But we know what's happening there. But
we don't. I don't mean to say like again. It's up. We'll see. We have to let that fight work. I think Charlo can surprise a lot of people. I think he is going to surprise a lot of people with his performance. Will it be enough? We'll have to wait and see.
I was talking to Blood Boxing a couple of days ago, bro, and he said the same thing. He's like, no, I think Canelo's gonna win, bro, but I think he's gonna give Mel's gonna give him a harder fight than people are thinking he's gonna. That's a Blood.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a tough fight. It need to be a good showing for the Charlo.
Yeah. He'll at least
build up his stock. To build his stock up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what's crazy, bro, and I know 1-2 gotta go yet, but you know what's crazy? I always say, man, your stock can rise in a loss, man. It really can, bro. If you go out there and
make a good shot.
I'd rather you see lose in a good fight against the best than just not fight them, bro. That's what I always say that shit, bro. I'd rather see you lose against the best and give them a good fight and make a good account of yourself than just not fight them. I always say that.
But keeping it okay, it's not talk business aside. I'm sorry, 1-2 kid, you ready to go? My bad.
Hold on, go ahead, cook.
Put the business aside, right? Which I need to do when I'm doing my boxing talk more. It's a bad habit of me talking to business. And
you can't help yourself, man. Stop playing.
I can't because I want to. If you want to bet, you know, me make some money. But put pure boxing talk, pure pugilism. I can help myself because I got to work on that. But it's still, I haven't done a live in a long time, so I got to work on getting that out of my talking. Pure pugilism. This could be a hell of a fight for Canelo. Keep it on pure pugilism. This could be a hell of a fight for Canelo. Real talk. Have we ever seen Charlo really hurt?
He got buzzed a little bit in that first Castano fight. That first Castano fight, he got a little buzz.
And even Tony kind of gave him some work a little bit.
Not noticeably though. Not like we see him. I never see him wobbling.
I've seen him. See, that's why I brought it up. That first Castano fight, it was real early, bro. He got caught with a good left hook, bro, and he got wobbled. The ropes kind of helped him stay up. He took a little. He did a little jig and fell back into the ropes. And so that was the only time I can think of, though, that really I was like, okay.
It's so hard to call these fights, man.
Yeah.
Well, it should be a very interesting fight.
Which is good, though.
Well, what you think, 1-2?
I think it's an interesting fight.
Yeah.
I have a lot of. I'm a little upset about the fight that is happening, not because of the matchup, but because of the legacy I think it put on hold. Bud Crawford going for 154 and being 3-time undisputed. But but I feel like the matchup itself is very intriguing, and I could make an argument for both fighters in that fight if I was to roll with Charlo, even though I'm leaning towards Canelo as the favorite. When it comes to stamina, shit, Charlo carries that power and that dog in him from round 1 to round 12.
True.
And he can move all night if he has to. And
he does.
I don't know at 168 though.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to ask you. He does a
And
154. I don't know about 168. But that's the
right.
first one.
But maybe that energy will help him because he probably staying shrunk down to 154 to avoid his brother, like the clash there because they're not gonna fight. So why remain in the same division? Um because they both well he would want undisputed, like unlike that's why we all call it the little Charlo big Charlo,
Yeah.
because he be doing big champ shit. But I mean, yeah. So he's got a dog in him. He's got a decent chin. He's got good pop. He's got a good jab. His stamina is undeniable.
Yeah.
In every one of his fights, he does make mistakes and he does sit in mid range, and that can be an issue
Mm,
with Canelo. And
right.
Canelo likes you there.
Yep.
Now, if I'm going to Canelo, he fights in spurts. He picks his spots. I have to say that you know,
Charlo does move. Though. Charlo
Charlo
does move around.
he has a few tricks up his sleeve, but most of the time Charlo is one dimensional in there. 1-2 left hook, 1-2 left hook, jab, 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 1-1-2, 1-1-2-3. And he's got, I wouldn't say he's got the best feet where he's like bouncy, where he can move in and out real
He's not
quick.
Lomachenko. He's not Lomachenko, bro.
He got
Right.
better feet than
He's not
Canelo.
Bivol. He's not Bivol
He's
though.
not Bivol, right? There's
Right. But I'll put it like this. It's like but with Canelo can be flat footed sometimes. And Canelo gets you to fight at his pace if you allow it. He can dictate the fight because he has good ring generalship in most bouts. So with Canelo, he can take a great shot. He's got I mean, like good defense, and his defense has gotten better over the years. I think with his blocking skills and his head movement, and he could stay in the pocket, and he refers you to stay in the pocket. So if he fights when he wants to, then it's gonna be, and he's gonna be the favorite anyway. So if it's a close fight, it's most likely gonna go to Canelo anyway. So I mean, yeah, it's not a bad fight, but I'm leaning towards Canelo. But yeah, I'm not mad at it. It should be an exciting fight because he in there with a dog. He in there with a guy that ain't coming to lay down.
And Jamel believes he can beat him.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
why this is intriguing.
Hmm.
You know what, Myron? You know what? I was just watching. They had the what is it called when they get to Vegas and the plane lands? They do the first interview when they get to the casino or whatever, the hotel, and he sound real confident in himself, bro. And that's always a good sign, man. It's always a good sign when one of the fellas is, nah, man. I know I'm gonna be. That's right. That's right. That's good to hear, though, bro. I don't want to see. I don't want to hear. Oh, it's an honor and a privilege to share the ring. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I want to hear. No, no, no. I want to hear. No, I'm gonna go in there and beat him, bro. Yeah, some Buster Douglas shit.
Yo,
Yeah, and then I think the side, I mean
what he
the
think about
ringside comment made people like really like pay attention when his brother was saying Canelo looks such and such and such, and Jamel said I could beat Canelo. You know what I mean? Assuming the cameras is off, maybe he knew the cameras is there, but that statement right there, with between a conversation, that's what people like. Whoa, shit! You saying that like to yourself? Okay, then the truth, the belief, definitely could be 100% real. He saw some of that fight like I could beat this dude. This dude ain't. No, I see. Oh, now I see. No, I could beat this dude. You know what I mean? And Jamel looked like he want to be great because I think like everything y'all knocking about Tank, Jamel wants those because since Jamel doesn't have the resources of a Floyd Mayweather promoting him and things like that, Jamel don't have the resources. So Jamel got to get it out the mud. So I think he wants to come in and defeat Canelo, keeping it on some pure pugilism shit. He wants to defeat Canelo. So this could be this going to be can be a dog fight. And I think he's wise enough to understand he's going to have to go in there and beat Canelo. You feel
Canelo
me?
ain't been looking like Canelo his last couple of fights.
Jamel Charlo know he's going to have to bring that dog every bit in that ring and challenge him
But I
every
do think
step of the
Canelo
way.
going to be up for the fight too, though.
Huh?
I think Canelo going to be up for the fight as well. even though his last two performances weren't up to par, and then prior to that he had a loss. So Canelo's, think about it. He took a loss to Bivol. He didn't get rid of Triple G, and Triple G looked half the man he used to be. And then he got in there with Ryder, and it didn't go long. Yeah, it didn't get rid of him either.
Hey, there you go. So, well, the table may be set for Jamelo. I'm sorry for Jamelo. Yeah. The table is probably set for Jamel to, go ahead and push yourself up. You know what I mean? Way up there, especially his resume.
I'm gonna kind of break the mold for real, because I've been doing my research and shit and watching them train and all that, putting their work and all that type of shit. And I'm gonna go out on a whim, and I'm going with Jamel.
Going with Jamel?
I'm going with Jamel to win by the 11th TKO.
Fair enough. Ooh, TKO. Stop the man that never been stopped.
Yeah. Hey, if you bet something, that'll gonna be some good money.
Yeah, you betting on that downslide, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I mean, I get it. I honestly at first I was picking Canelo and I was only picking Canelo based on the Castano fight. Canelo, not Castano. Canelo got better feet than Castano. Canelo got better punch placement than Castano. Don't get me fucked up. Don't get Costello fucked up, because he's a hell of a fighter. He can do his thug thing. If he gets you on the ropes, it's a problem. But he throw too many punches. He wastes a lot of energy just throwing shit for no fucking reason. That's why he get tired in the late rounds and shit.
Yeah.
So, but Canelo ain't that dude. Canelo know when he want to throw. He know when he want to do shit. He know, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different thing. And when he throw with a purpose. He's always been that. You know what I'm saying? But what I was also looking at is that high guard, that his defense is his upper his waist movement is nice. He got that. I give him that. But what everybody forgetting is Jamel throw every punch right, and he throw every punch good, and he throw every punch with conviction. He does have a jab, and he can move. And I was also thinking of the Caleb Plant fight, and I honestly believe that Jamel got a little more pop in his jab than Caleb Plant. Mm-hmm. And I also believe that Canelo is not going to be ready when Jamel throw that lead right uppercut. That's going to be the punch that's really going to show if Canelo could deal with Jamel's lead right uppercut, because he going to get caught with that motherfucker. He gonna get caught with that right hand sometime in the early rounds. It ain't gonna happen late, more likely, if he don't catch him early. But I know early, when Jamel is fresh, he's gonna catch him with that right hand, either a right uppercut or a right hand over the top, and that's gonna be a telltale sign of how this fight gonna go.
Well, his hook is also his best punch. Here's the thing: I think, I believe Canelo is he applies pressure, but it's more bait pressure. His pressure is more pressure, baiting pressure. I'm gonna create that a phrase. He applies bait pressure. It's not that pressure to come and just beat you down. It's the pressure to come. He's going to bait you to throw a punch so he could counter.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Canelo is pretty much a counter puncher. So I think Jamal Charlo's jab is going to be the most important punch of this fight.
Because if you look at the Floyd fight really was a telltale sign right there too. And I get it. Canelo was 23 and all that bullshit. I understand that. I'm not taking nothing away from Canelo being better than he was then. But he does show some of the same. A fighter has tendencies. Some tendencies do not go away. No matter how long you've been fighting, no matter how good you get, you still will have certain tendencies, whether good or bad. And Canelo still has a certain tendency that he exudes, where if you sit there, you could make him counter to counter. You could set him up, like basically what Myron was just talking about, because Canelo wants you to throw so he could throw. So you could basically use that against him. Like, okay, I know when I do this, you're going to want to throw. So as soon as you throw something, I got something for your ass. And that's how Floyd got him. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if Jamel is a smart enough fighter to where he can figure that shit out. And Jamel is not a high volume fighter. When he throw. And when he lands pretty damn good. So if Canelo can deal with that, more than likely, you already know if it go decision, it's Canelo. So Jamel he cannot let this fight go decision. We know that. That's in Jamel's head. He's already in that mindset. He can't let none of his fights go. Go ahead,
I'm glad you brought that up, DT3, because you just gave me a whole different perspective on it. One of the weaknesses I think Jamel got is he don't change up speeds.
Yeah.
He throws everything hard, just like Canelo does, but Canelo does it with a counter. So he commits to a lot of his shots. And not only that, you're gonna see Jamel protect his body a lot more. So he's gonna get touched in the face a lot more in this fight. He gotta protect his body from that counter, because when he fully extends on his right hand or his left hook and he's out there, that body's gonna be open.
Lee just made a good comment in the chat. He said, Jamel's acting friendly with them, but that might be a little front just to get him comfortable, bro. Yeah. That's dude. That's what the old wise guys used to do, man. They'll give you a smile. That's the old nod and the smile, bro. And we'll get you later.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they shake your hand and then bust you in the back of the head of the car.
Right, exactly.
But I picked Canelo at first, but I started doing more research. You know what I'm saying? And then I started to look at certain shit, certain tendencies, and I noticed what I'm looking at, and I know Jamel got a good punch placement too. And I saw how Ryder was touching him up, and I'm like, bruh. Jamel gonna hit you with some shit. Yeah, Jamel gonna hit you with something, and he gonna hit you with some nice shit, bro. And Jamel not know he's still a spring chicken out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So he's a little younger too. Yep.
Yeah, and he already got the mindset that, bro, I gotta knock people out to beat them. I can't let it go decision because I already know they gonna take it from me. He learned that with the Tony Harrison fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I'm looking at, I could see if he was on some other shit, and he also training for it. So he also putting in the work for it. So he not coming in there to lose.
Okay. I mean, but you know what concerns me the most about it? Not even that matchup anymore. I'm always thinking ahead. So I'm like, yo, if Jamel pulls it off, that'll be dope. Like, you know what I mean? That'll be a dope. He'll be a 2-time undisputed. He had tied with
Crawford.
With Bud Crawford,
right?
In the 4-time era, or the 4-belt era. But if Canelo wins, is he gonna fight the winner of Benavidez
Andrade? Yeah, we're gonna cook on that in a minute, but I'm
jumping ahead too much.
Yeah, we're gonna cook on that in a minute. I see you, bro. I see you. But I'm not saying Canelo gonna get knocked out. I think Canelo gonna take too much punishment. I think he gonna take too many clean shots throughout the fight, and he gonna get dropped a couple times. And I think by the 11th round, they gonna stop the fight. I think not his corner. Reynoso not gonna throw in the towel. I think the referee gonna step in and wave it off. That's what I think will happen.
Charles D wants to bet on it.
I think Boone might be onto something, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's what I think gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I just been doing. I ain't gonna, like I said, I picked Canelo when I first seen the fight. I'm like, Canelo, he gonna win. But the more I studied, the more I did my research, I'm like, bro, I see what Jamel gonna hit him with, and I see where they going. I see how that shit kind of gonna play out in my mind. Like, Canelo gonna be doing this, Jamel gonna be moving, popping that jab, doing his little thing, moving around, and Canelo gonna be in that little high guard shit, doing this shit. You feel me? Doing all that, and eventually Jamel gonna throw that uppercut. He gonna throw that lead uppercut, and Canelo gonna catch one of them son bitches. And that's gonna be a telltale sign, you feel me? Along with Jamel popping that jab, and Jamel know how to use the shoulder roll to his advantage. Now the thing is Jamel durable enough to deal with Canelo throwing them hard shots consistently? Because we gotta understand, regardless of me picking Jamel, Canelo still keep coming with the same pace, the same energy, the whole fight.
Hold up, Hold up. I just got a vision. 1 second.
He got an epiphany.
So DT3 is saying there's a good chance that Canelo might go out like Tyson did against Douglas.
Yeah, something along them lines.
No.
Well, I think
it decides would be the same too, right?
What you said, I agree that you said that we don't know if his stamina, durability, that definitely going to take in that definitely going to be have to something we're going to be thinking about since he is jumping up 2 weight classes in his first time ever at 168.
That's
so
the
stamina,
only thing.
the stamina durability issue is a question that we're going to have to see. Something we're going to have to wait and see. But that is something that definitely we're going to have to
because
be on the front of our minds.
Because if he doesn't have the stamina, it's going to be a problem. But if Jermell got the stamina and the durability to deal with Canelo, bro, Canelo going to get touched the fuck up.
Yeah.
He going to get touched the fuck up, bro. If Jermell has the stamina and the endurance, like people don't understand, Jermell is the big Charlo. That nigga got the skills. That nigga really fuck with boxing. That's the reason why Jamal do the shit is because of Jermell. Okay? Let's not get the game fucked up. I didn't make the video. Y'all got Jermell fucked up for no reason. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I think Jermell, if he got the stamina and the durability to deal with Canelo, Canelo is going to get touched the fuck up all night. And eventually, because he's going to be taking too much punishment, they're going to stop this shit in the 10th or the 11th round. But if it go 12,
I don't think nobody will. It's possible. But I don't.
Bro, so like you said, bro, let's be logical, bro. He on PBC, right? You said he on PBC, right? Let's just play the devil's advocate. He on PBC, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a PBC ref, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So who benefits more with somebody having a 3-fight deal versus somebody having a long-term contract with him, Jermell or Canelo?
Coach, I mean, you mean do the PBC benefit more than Jermell winning? Yes.
I rest my case.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely see that. And
there's a possibility that I know Eddie Reynoso ain't throwing in no towel. I know Eddie Reynoso ain't throwing in no towel.
Again, though, the only thing is, do Jermell and Charlo got a rematch clause?
Exactly. That further proves my point.
But no, I said again, your way, that's possible. But again, if Canelo's only on a 3-fight deal,
right?
But you said it's going to be a TKO, maybe.
And what did you say? What did you say? You said if Canelo loses, the rematch clause is automatic, right?
Yeah, he got one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Boone, I'm gonna pop off, bro. I gotta
it's possible.
I gotta get up in the morning. Thanks for having me on, brother.
All right, bro.
Yeah, good to see you. 1-2, nice to see you. It's been a while, and Boxing Logic, you as well, fellas. God bless. You guys have a wonderful night, all right?
You too, my G.
All right, guys.
Hey,
where did Marvin go? Yeah.
I don't know. Where did he go? Where'd Double M go? I was just thinking, too, like, Jermell is undisputed at 154, right? So he beat all the guys there, but what elite fighter has Jermell ever been in there with?
Good question.
Very good question.
I mean, he's been fighting some B pluses, and that's gonna keep you fresh. You know what I mean? He's been fighting some good fighters, some champs. But
what was his last fight? Shit.
Was Castano too, right?
How long ago was that?
That's a good question.
Was that a year ago?
I don't know.
Time's been flying.
Yeah, it has been. Boxing been good to us lately. Real talk. Yeah, you're right. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since he's been in the ring, man.
How long? Yeah, how long? When was that fight versus Castano?
Was it
8 months ago?
I don't know.
It was last year, right?
Mm-hmm. So Canelo gonna be a little fresher.
Yeah, definitely a lot fresher. Didn't he just fight freaking 4 months ago?
Yeah, he trying to get him up and out. I think Canelo ready to get up out of here.
Yeah, he just fought 4 months ago, right? What was that Canelo fight? Somewhere it
May
was this
14th through,
spring.
he said May 14th, 2022.
Yeah,
Eric
spring,
said,
beginning of summer. So Canelo also is the more fresher.
yeah, shit. I don't know, man. It's an intriguing fight.
Yeah.
I think it's like I said, I think it's a better and closer fight than what people think. I mean, like I said, when I first seen it, I automatically picked Canelo just on the fact that I'm like, okay, well, this is just a money grab for him. But I'm like, nah, bro.
And you're right. You're right. It's
wrong.
good to look at it both ways. Fair.
Yeah, it's a fair way of looking at it. And I agree with you on some of the things you said. I think the stamina, and then he's young. I think all those things can will play a huge part. I just never seen Canelo really stunned, other than early in his career.
Yeah,
and he been in there with Triple G, and he's eating huge right hands
from Triple.
He
Yeah,
been in there. He been in there with elite competition, from Money May to Triple G to Bivol. I mean, he's seen a lot. So I'm not sure if Jamel is bringing anything that he hasn't seen.
1-2, but the crazy shit is everybody's talking about this nigga. He got to gain weight. He got to do all this other shit. Yeah, you know what the fuck this nigga rehydrates at 154? He's really not gaining any weight. He's coming in comfortable.
He coming in
fresh,
like some real fresh shit, bro. Like
he
that's
coming
like
in
if
hella comfortable.
That's like me coming in at like.
It's
like
different than training. It's different than training at a higher weight, though. Even he said inside the. Even he just said starting his training camp, he did not feel good at all. He said he felt slow, sluggish, fighting at a heavier weight, training for a heavier weight class. He said that in the All Access. He said, but now later I'm feeling more myself. He's gotten his stamina up. He said at All Access, and that was the worst thing he probably could have said. So that's different than training for 154 than training for 168. Because he probably ain't gonna come in at 168. He might come in at like 171.
But you know what's good about it though?
In a ring.
Yeah, but you know what's good about it?
What's up?
He ain't gotta make weight.
No.
He ain't gotta worry about that.
Yeah. I mean, and making weight will drain the shit out of you.
Facts. But he's trained to fight at that lighter weight. So his muscles is used to that. He's going to, we know he's going to gain overnight and put on to hydrate back up. But training with that extra muscle now that he wasn't training with before, that weighs your arms down, bro.
Yeah,
it's going to weigh your legs down.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what really can drain your ass is making weight and then putting the weight back on and then getting in there. You can get used to it, but you can't keep doing that shit. Right. You know what I mean? As you get older. So I think he doing right now by fighting at 168 is the same thing Canelo did a couple years back and was like, I'm tired of making weight.
How many cats? Let me ask you, how many cats have done this on their very first fight and been successful? Maybe Canelo. He went up to 175, but I'll leave that there. You know what I mean?
I think that's bad for Jamel is I think, of course, I'm gonna say this, and of course, real pugilists and hardcore boxing fans, even some casuals, understand that. I think it's the Roy Jones effect for Jamel. Because let's just say hypothetically he win or he lose, right? Let's say he lose. And he got to go back down to 54. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm worried about for him. I ain't gonna flex like that. That right there was one of the main reasons why I picked him to win is because it's gonna be bad for him if he's smart going back down to 54 because he still is going to be unified champion at 54. And he got to still go back down, and the IBF don't fuck around with Mando.
It plays with the fluid in your brain that protects your brain, jumping up and down. That's not good, man. Because so a shot that you can take on a regular basis is now your punch resistance is shit. I mean, we seen it happen to Roy, but he did get clipped with a hell of a shot.
Yeah,
But
Oh
he got
yeah,
cooked with some simple shit.
but then he was just getting touched up from there on in. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So that
And
padding, man, is that's like the padding on your between your skull and your
I
brain.
got a little bit of change on Charlo shocking niggas. Whoever want to put some bread up, holler at your boy. Dead
yeah,
ass.
Yo,
I
what are the
pick.
odds on
I
that,
Yeah.
Charles?
What are the odds? You know, you betting ass nigga.
And I
They,
come up
I think
every
we heard
time.
plus.
Let a
I
nigga
think
put some bread up on that.
Johnny said plus
We need
270,
my
right?
nigga gun rights up here with your ass.
Yeah, get my nigga Mob up
Y'all
here.
betting ass niggas.
You
Yeah,
damn
get my
right.
nigga Mob up here. Where is you at, Mob?
My
Where
nigga
you
Mob know what it is. That's brethren right there.
at?
Mhm.
Shout out to my nigga Gun Rights Mafia, man. We see you, baby. But yeah, I picked Jimmy. I just did a lot of studying, bro. Cause like I said, I keep saying it. Like I picked Canelo at first, but I did a lot of studying on this shit.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
man.
But
Jamel got a
PT,
chance, bro.
that's what you gotta do. You can't just let that knowledge go to waste. That's
Nah,
what makes the bread.
Charlo got a solid shot,
He do.
especially
He
the
really
fact
do.
that this nigga if Charlo could enforce movement with his long ass jab, like don't even
Yeah,
circle, just be in and out.
that's what I'm saying. The jab is the most important punch in this match right here. We gotta see if that shit can hold up, and we gotta looking at Charlo's stamina for the first time fighting at
Yeah,
168.
that's the
Nah,
Those are the
thing.
two biggest. Those are
yo,
one of the two biggest things you
the
got to work
crazy shit is you don't have to question his stamina. That's a go. Like
But
yo,
he gonna
son.
be bigger though, CD, bro.
at
Like you already know
168.
more
Yes, you do.
muscle, nigga. You feel me?
The nigga fight at 154. He come in rehydrating at like 164, 165. He's coming
He,
into a comfortable fight.
you gotta look at the physics, bro. Come on, man.
I still gotta see that CD, bro. I mean, I hear you. I know where you coming from, but I gotta see that shit, my nigga.
But as far as
I
the
gotta
physics,
see that.
I don't know who the nigga who looked like Benjamin Button or George Washington. I don't know what this nigga avatar is. What the fuck is that?
Muhammad Ali.
I don't know, nigga. I'm faded, nigga. Can't really see it. All I see is black and white with some shit
it,
wrapped around the mouth.
it's
That's
Muhammad
Ali,
Ali.
man.
It's Muhammad Ali.
Nigga, didn't you just hear I say I'm fucking faded? I can't really see it. All I
Oh
see is
damn.
like black and white
Oh,
type
you
shit.
smoking that shit to have you hallucinating? That's some heavy, strong shit, my nigga. You better go ahead, chill.
I ain't hallucinating, nigga. I can see what it is.
This nigga,
I
he's
just
smoking
can't
this shit.
see
That's the
what it
weed you
is.
stay away from, my nigga. This shit that got you hallucinating. You supposed to be
Nah,
dialing down.
that's the shit you need to smoke, nigga.
Nah.
That nigga done.
Yo, he wins big, man. He ain't smoking no Reggie.
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't blow none of
He
that
thought it
dumb
was
shit.
Benjamin Button. That nigga hallucinated, thought that was Benjamin Button. He white.
Nigga,
Yeah.
all I
What
saw
the
was
fuck?
white shit wrapped around the mouth with
He
a light
thought
skinned
Muhammad
nigga.
Ali was Brad Pitt. Who the fuck, nigga? You all hallucinating. What the fuck?
Nah, nigga, I ain't say blonde hair, nigga. I said who the hell is the light
You
skinned nigga with
said
the
Benjamin Button, nigga. That's Brad Pitt. What the fuck?
whatever, nigga. I'm focused.
You
I can
all
see what the
fucked
shit
up, my
is.
nigga.
He focused. He
See what
focused.
it
He
is.
focused.
Put some bread up, nigga.
But yeah, I don't know, bro. I mean, I know a
Bread
lot of
up on
people gonna
motherfucking
probably try to
Canelo.
give me some smoke for picking Jamel, but I just been doing a lot of studying on this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I be trying to keep it honest about shit, and I don't be wanting to be like, oh, obvious pit, oh Canelo, cause it's Canelo. Like I already know if it go decision, it's gonna be Canelo. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he
Off
up on
top.
the cards. He up on the cards off the rip.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Off top. But Jamel already has the mindset, and I had forgot this. I had to really study, and people don't realize, but y'all need to get y'all Customato game up because he was cerebral. That was the thing that he more so was on with his fighters was how they thought, they mindset, and that's where I learned that from. So I really look at fighters' mindset and how they think and how they move and all that shit and how they prepare for a fight and all that. That really also give me a telltale sign if they really coming to win or if they are gonna win or lose or not. And you could tell that Jamel want this fight for one, which is a good sign for any fighter. You can also tell number two that the nigga gonna come in shape or not. The only thing that you should have to worry about, which my nigga CD has no problem with, is the nigga if he got the stamina or the durability to deal with Canelo throughout the duration of the time he got to deal with that nigga. That's the
And he got a
only thing you
chin.
got to worry about. That's the only thing you have to worry about.
And fucking Charlo got a chin. Like that's two things you don't got to question about Charlo. Charlo could take a punch, and Charlo will go the distance. That's a fact.
But
For
how he gonna do?
168.
But that body work gonna be nice though, bro. I ain't gonna
It,
lie.
it, it's
Canelo
it's
gonna
it's
put in
it's
some
it's
body
gonna
work,
be it's
man.
gonna be a little different, but Charlo got I like Charlo's chances. Let's just put it like that.
I do too. That's why I picked him. But I'm just saying, like Canelo is gonna put in some work on that body. He gonna work. He gonna really
Yeah,
work, and we
if he
gonna
could
really
deal with
see what
Canelo
he
for the
do.
first, if he could deal with Canelo for the first of 6, 7, then we gonna see what the shit is about.
That's true
Like I
because
said,
Canelo stamina is going to kick in too. So
Hold,
yeah,
if
because
he
Canelo
lasts,
gets tired.
it'll get interesting after the
hold up,
6th, 7th if it
Charles.
goes that far.
Charles, do you like Los Santos, right? Edwin?
But boom, I'm stepping down.
What
One,
happened?
two, kid,
All
Charlie.
right.
What
Yeah,
up?
Y'all
man.
be easy, brothers. Have a good night, man. It's 2 o'clock where I'm at. I gotta get some sleep.
All right, bro, do
Oh
your thug
shit,
thing, bro.
you in the same
I holler
spot.
at
Nigga.
you,
It's
bro.
2 o'clock
Love you, my
where we
G.
both at. But when you said, do I like who?
Edwin De Los Santos against Shakur.
That's a good fight.
No,
I like that fight.
All right, you betting on your boy Edwin?
Hell no, nigga. I'm betting on Shakur. The fuck?
no, I'm
Fuck
not.
is
I'm
wrong with
not
you,
doing
nigga?
nothing.
You was in dice mode, so I was trying to get you thrown.
Nah, I ain't in that kind of dice mode, nigga.
Cause
Shit, nigga.
I think Edwin gonna get speed bagged, man.
Yeah,
Bro.
but he can punch though,
Yeah,
and
but he
I
gotta hit.
respect him for stepping
He,
up.
he hitting a very difficult target. He attempting to hit a very difficult target
Hey, that's
Politically,
cool.
bro,
and
I think
punches back.
Devin about to do something at 140 because he don't want to fight Shakur. I don't think he want to fight Shakur at 135. I think Shakur gonna be the next thing. He gonna be the new Crawford because the niggas train with Terrence Crawford. The niggas spar with Terrence Crawford like a
Look what they
motherfucker.
doing to him right now,
So
boom.
Yeah,
yeah,
they
they
ducking,
not
These
trying to
niggas
fight that
are
dodging.
nigga.
blackballing this nigga.
Shakur really
Yo,
that guy, bro.
Shakur
Shakur
sent
really is
the
that dude.
Shakur sent the first 7 niggas an offer, and everybody's like, "Well, what has he done? And what has he done? And to do this and to do that, nigga." He sent the first 7 offers from 1 to 7 at 135 and can't get a fucking fight. The fucking y'all
But
niggas serious?
The
But
ghost went
that's
ghost
the
too.
boxing politics, bro. Cause I was gonna segue on that shit for real, letting motherfuckers know for real. Cause like I always talk shit about niggas ducking and all that shit, but now I really know like this is just what it is. Okay, so let's just say, bruh, I got high stock in boxing. Charles D is an up and coming nigga. We boxing. Charles D, you ain't got enough stock to fight me, bruh. You ain't got enough stock, bro. It's not enough dollars in your name for me to fight you. Because in UFC, bro, it's a different thing than in boxing. That's why niggas in boxing get paid more. That's why them niggas is trying to get over here to box. Because when you box, nigga, if you look at the boxers' shorts, they all got their endorsement deals and their sponsorships and all that shit on their shorts and all that. That's all money for them. And boxers not only get paid a purse, they also get paid back end money, they get the ticket sales, they get pay-per-view shit, they get a piece of everything.
Yeah, but
Because when
don't
you
they
a
always?
boxer,
But if somebody puts something on the logos, don't you get a piece of that too? You get PC, right?
yeah, but that's what I'm trying to tell you, nigga.
Oh,
So
okay.
boxers get a piece of everything. You feel me? Because you are Charles D. You are your brand, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you are a boxer, Charles D is that's your brand, is you. But if
This,
you are a UFC fighter, you're just a UFC fighter. That's
I
why when
remember.
you see them fight, they wearing Reebok. You don't see them wearing like Reebok with their little sponsors and all that little shit. They sponsors go to their gym. MMA
Yeah,
fighter sponsors go to their gym, not to the fighter, but to the gym. And the
they done
fighter
blocked that
gets a
shit years
percentage
ago
of
from
that.
them niggas.
yeah, but
Right.
just call it what it is. DT3, you're not worth my O.
Right. You're not and that's what they're selling in
Yep,
boxing is the
yep,
O.
yep.
That's where the money is. I have to sell the O. And it's not enough money in Charles D for me to give up my O. Now, it been you a nigga that got belts and prestige and you got your fan base and you got 1 million or 2-3 million followers, and it's like, damn, it's money in CD, bro. It's money in Charles D. You know what I'm saying? I need some of that. If I do lose, I lose to Charles D. You know what I'm saying? it was worth it because it's Charles D. This nigga got all this fame and fortune. So if I lose to him, I don't get hate. I'm not my L is more respected because it was to Charles D. You could suck as a fighter, but you're famous. So it doesn't matter because you're Charles D. And that's how it is in boxing versus MMA or kickboxing or some shit. But in boxing, you selling your and that's the market there.
Which
that's
means,
why Tank Davis
also means they don't believe in themselves.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving y'all the game. I don't respect most of that shit, if not half of that shit. But that's just what it is. That's just what they selling in boxing. And that's why we will hear them excuses like what CD just said, oh, he ain't this or who is that. That's why you hear that excuses. And what they're really telling us is he's not worth it's not enough money in 1-2 kid for me to fight him. Even though this motherfucker got a good, decent Mexican fan base or a Latin fan base, but it's not enough stock in him right now. Motherfucker knocking niggas out left and right, but it's not enough stock in him right now.
Yeah,
he only fighting Mexican fighters.
Asses in seats type shit.
Yeah, he ain't putting enough asses in seats. That's because it's not enough money in the bruh for me to lose my But if bruh, that's why Ryan Garcia lost to Tank Davis. It was you can't argue, I lost to Tank Davis. I didn't lose to no bum. I lost to Tank Davis. So you can't argue his loss. That's why it's still money in Ryan Garcia. You see what I'm saying? That's how they keeping niggas relevant even with losses. That's why Deontay Wilder is still prevalent and relevant even with his losses, because you can say, I lost to Tyson Fury. Look who Tyson Fury is. So they selling they O's. They selling their records, bro. That's why they have that patent record to build them up before they fight top niggas. They patent their records because basically that's their way of building their stock.
Yeah, it's horse shit.
Shit, nigga, you was nicer than me. I was about to say, nigga, that's some bullshit. Fuck this shit.
I mean, but that's really what it is. And it's like, I'm gonna still talk shit about you niggas. You know what I'm saying? I do that fuck shit. But I have finally did my research and it was like, that's why y'all do that shit. And that's why y'all say that shit. Okay, now I'm finna do what I do best and expose all you niggas.
I'll put bread up on anything. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm talking about. So, but that's really just what it is in boxing. That's why you see like MMA fighters complaining about the purses they get in the UFC, because they only getting up to like the big name fighters. Well, Israel Adesanya got 3.5 million to lose.
Yeah, but he's a solid fighter. But anybody else underneath that, I can see where John Jones and fucking Ngannou, like niggas, like big names like that, fucking McGregor. I can see why them niggas is like, yo, y'all niggas ain't paying me enough.
Yo, right. I love it. I love it when people say, well, that dude, he's just going to run or he's boring. I'm like, that's the dude I'm making money on. Every time. Every time, man.
Exactly.
He's a European, blah. I'm like, yo, nobody wants to fight this dude. That tells you everything you need to know. Oh,
exactly.
Shakur Stevenson, nobody wants to fight him. Cool. Put the money on him. I don't care if the bookie says, what's his name again?
Don't worry about his name.
I'm gonna have that
his name is money sign.
Written down in capital letters and shit, and be like, you'll know his name when you give me my money.
Right.
Pay me, motherfucker.
And feel me, or pay me no motherfucking mind. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but I that's why it was just like I always talk shit, because it was like, because I knew better. I'm like, bro, fighters fight, bro. Fighters fight. You know what I'm saying? And you can't tell me, these fighters ain't scared of nobody, Leonard Ellerby. You can't keep saying that fuck shit. These fighters ain't scared. Yeah, it's the fuck they is, bro. They know who they can.
Yeah,
be.
They know who it is.
They
and
know.
You know what? Why they saying they're irrelevant? Why they saying they're irrelevant? They looking at them like this.
Yeah, Ace of Spades knows exactly what he's talking about.
Over there?
You know what I mean? Like, come
ain't
on,
nobody
man.
beat him yet.
You can't tell me these niggas ain't sitting back like, God damn it, this nigga didn't lose. Fuck, damn.
Mm-hmm. Wait,
now I can't talk shit about this nigga now.
Praying on that shit.
Fuck,
let him have a bad performance, and then everybody pulling up.
Yeah, like, this nigga ain't this. He ain't what we said. He ain't none of that. Woo. Like niggas be really praying that motherfuckers like. That's why motherfuckers sitting. That's why you got this Jake Paul shit. And before I go in on some shit, because I'm not saying this because I was in the nigga fucking documentary shit. I'm just saying like the Jake Paul shit is like it took that to bring eyes to the sport of boxing. It took a fucking YouTuber, not a real fighter, you know what I'm saying, but an actual YouTuber.
And they give him shit for it.
You know what I'm saying? And he brought eyes to the sport of boxing, not these niggas fighting. And the only reason why there was a market for him in the first place was because fighters in boxing wasn't fighting. I bet you if fighters was really fighting, like it was real smoke in boxing, he ain't bringing his little light bright ass up over here with that shit. Nah, nigga, you got to fight real niggas off the back. You can't do this MMA shit. You got to fight a real boxer all the time, every time. Ain't none of that fuck shit. Ain't about that. But when you realize that, oh, because I'm Jake Paul, I already got 1 million, 10 million, 20 million subscribers on my YouTube channel. So I already got people that watch me. I average nigga,
and
1
they
million views
do
a video.
follow him.
Right. I average 1 million views a video. So I already know if motherfuckers find out I'm boxing. Oh shit. Oh, and I'm fighting 1-2 Kid, another YouTuber. Oh shit. Oh shit. We finna watch this. Oh, we got Eddie Hearn that's gonna put this on. Oh, it's popping. And this COVID ain't shit to do. I'm stuck in the house. Bruh.
Yo, son, you wanna know what's crazy? Is everybody say, yo, Tank is the face of boxing? Tank's best fight is against Ryan Garcia. Everything underneath that, guess who's the face of boxing? And I'm not even bullshitting. Guess who's the face of boxing?
Who?
Right now.
Who?
Paul, nigga. That nigga averaged 775 fucking thousand of 775,000 views.
If you base it on that logic,
pay per view.
Yeah, he not fighting on TV, nigga.
Hell no, this nigga numbers is better than boxers.
Everybody. So if you want to really be technical based on the numbers, you could make the argument that Jake Paul
he's the face of boxing right now. He's a YouTuber.
And he's a YouTuber, bro. Fighting
and all y'all niggas can sit here in y'all can sit here in the chat and feel some type of way. I really don't give a fuck, nigga. Look at the numbers.
I'm surprised Suleiman ain't put a belt on him yet.
He probably did. You know, Suleiman always creating some bullshit.
He thinking about it.
I just gave him an idea. I want some of them sanction fees.
I bet you he gonna go to YouTube and be like, "Hey, let me make a WBC YouTube belt."
Yeah, he gonna figure a way to get paid off that shit. I need a sanction fee on this one.
Feel me? He gonna figure that out. Easy way.
I really feel like that's why we didn't get the rematch with Bivol and Canelo at 168.
Really?
Yeah, well, it is. That's what happened. He said, well, if he fights him at 168, I'm not going to sanction the bout.
Yeah, but didn't Suleiman also say he doesn't want a Russian representing the WCB, the WBC belt?
Right, but better be it does.
Yeah, exactly.
In the same weight class. I know exactly what it is.
But he fights out of Canada. You see, 1-2. I know where you're going with that shit, and I agree with you because that shit is bullshit.
Yo, you know what? It's about money because you know exactly what I'm gonna say because I said it before too. It's this simple. If Bivol was to fight Canelo again and to beat him again, the stock in Canelo would drop, and guess what else would drop immediately? The sanctioning fees on the WBC at 168. And
why would the sanctioning fees drop?
Because gets a percentage of what you bring in. So if this dude's only making $3 million a fight, you're only getting 10% of that $3 million. Why would
you're not even getting 10%? You're only getting 3% or 2%, whatever the fuck they're shanking the fee.
Why would I do that when this dude makes probably about $40 million a fight? And I'm getting 3% of that. Okay. Yeah. Now all of a sudden he don't like Russians.
Yeah, and he swiped. But the crazy shit is he swiped that shit, and then he blocked Undisputed at light heavyweight because he was like, "Oh well, I don't want Bivol. I don't want Bivol to fight for Undisputed because he can't." Some shit about the WBC, but I'm like, yo, the WBC is represented by fucking Beterbiev, who's Russian, at 175, but he fights out of fucking Canada. Nigga, like, make that shit make sense.
It don't.
They don't want Bivol to take that shit home, boy.
Yeah, because I mean, them sanctions.
No, but the crazy shit is they're both Russian fighters. Just one is stationed in Canada.
Against Bivol, bro. It's something against Bivol. It might not have nothing to do with them being Russian.
But you want to know what's crazy is Bivol has a visa in the U.S. Where he trains at in fucking in Cali.
Yeah.
So how the fuck does he not get a shot?
Because he's Bivol.
You know they won't let me fight Canelo.
Man, he'll whip Canelo's ass and he fuck around and stop Canelo the next fight.
Canelo be like, I want the rematch with Bivol.
And Bivol will happily put fucking hands and feet on that nigga.
I don't think Canelo afraid to fight him. Like, I think Canelo wants it, but I just think
yeah, he wants it, but he's just the outcome is gonna be ain't gonna be different. He gonna get beat worse.
I don't see it either. I'll put the bread right back on that. Even if Bivol's the favorite, I'm like, that's still easy bread.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I always said the easiest weakness with Canelo is you counter to counter. Floyd Mayweather did that with him. Basically, when I tell niggas to counter to counter, you know Canelo is a counter puncher. You already know that. He's baiting you to throw something so he can counter. So what you do is it's like, okay, I know you want to throw something when I throw something. So I'm going to throw something so you throw something so I can crack your ass because you're going to throw something with hella conviction and be off balance and I'm going to crack your shit.
That style matchup was all wrong.
Right. You counter to counter, boom. You make him counter, boom. You catch that, or you be a volume puncher. Or you be a volume puncher like Bivol and you outwork him. Because that's how Bivol beat him. He outworked him and he could punch.
And he
outworked him and he stayed on the outside. Like Canelo was trying to bring him in, like, yeah, come in. He's like, here, take this long jab. Bang.
Take these
take these long 1-2.
Take these 4 1-2s in a row.
And I'm a step right back out. Oh, you want more? Okay, cool. I'm gonna throw some more.
And if you follow me, there's a left hook that was waiting just in case.
Yeah. And I could do this all fucking night.
Yep.
Bad matchup for fucking Canelo.
That's
terrible matchup.
That's a bad deal.
Terrible. It was a terrible matchup.
Yeah, that was just a bad idea. You know what I mean? Like you don't fight it. Yeah, that's the wrong guy.
Style matchup was just awful.
Yeah, that was.
And Canelo liked to fight in spurts and he's short.
Yeah, he wasn't getting that off with fucking Bivol at all. That nigga just looked at him and was like, hey, no, you want to stay here.
Hey, but you know what was fucked up about that fight? It went 12 rounds, and Bivol was really looking like he was nervous if he was even gonna win that fight. He was still looking like he was not like sure if he was gonna win that fight.
Yeah, because of them fucking scorecards.
Right.
Like you can't get this nigga on the scorecards. What was the first scorecard they read off? It was 8. What they said? 7-4. Wait, 7-5, 8-4. Canelo. Or some dumb shit. I was like, oh hell no! Here come the robbery.
Yeah, it was crazy, and it's like you got to be careful with that in boxing too, because if you fight somebody that got a lot of stock in them, you could easily get robbed. It's like you really got to like knock niggas down, put them on their ass, and really like beat them. Like you got to really take
and
it from
still get fucking short change.
Yeah,
I don't know
like that.
But after that dub, I came to the crib and just started throwing hundreds at my whole family.
Nigga, we both came up with that shit one too. You already know.
Yep. And with that Tio Loma shit too.
Oh yeah, Tio Loma. Oh yeah, shit. I made almost 60 bands on that shit.
Yeah, you made way more than I did. But
you bet on Tio?
Hell yeah, I bet on Tio, nigga.
He tried to put me onto that bet, but I was like, man, I can't find no one out of state to make that shit.
But
nigga, went straight to it.
Tio's next fight is who? Who again?
Ooh, I don't know. They talking about him and Crawford. Because he got the they talking about him because he got the super WBO. So if he wants to move up, if he wants to move up, he can challenge Crawford. But you know what?
Hey,
I'm not even mad at that kind of shit because T.O., you can say what you want. That nigga, he steps up and shows up.
Yeah, he can fight, but I think after about 6 rounds, it's gonna go way
I
downhill.
didn't say he would win the fight. I just said he would show up, my
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah, he show up.
He would show
Well,
up.
speaking of which, I think Devin Haney and Prograis is going. I heard it was gonna happen. Who do y'all think gonna win that scrap? I'm gonna start with CD, bro. So CD, Prograis, Devin Haney. That's the talk of the town right now. Who you think gonna get that smoke? Who you think gonna get that?
Haney.
How?
Haney's jab. Haney, he's gonna keep motherfucking Regis off balance. Look, Regis needs to be close. I don't see him getting in close. I can see Dev keeping that shit long distance, jab, jab, left hook.
Hmm. So you got it a UD or SD
No,
or majority?
I'll give it to Dev unanimous.
Oh, okay, okay, all right, okay. 1-2. What you got?
I got. I have to go with. I might have to go with Haney. I might have
How?
to go with Haney because I don't know, just based on you know, I feel like Regis has been busy, but he wasn't. He had to lay off. He looked good in one fight, then looked bad in another. He kind of walks forward. You know what I mean? He used to be a little quicker on his feet.
Tailor made for Haney.
Yeah, and now I just feel like his feet slowed down a bit, but it might be his competition. I mean, I know he could hurt Haney if he lands, but he got land,
Yeah,
and
he
Haney
gotta
ain't
land
taking
it.
no chances. Haney ain't taking no chances. That's why I want to see Shakur and Haney because he'll have to take chances, and he's gonna get lit up too. Mm.
Well, I'm going with Devin. First when I saw the fight, I picked Regis because I thought Regis was gonna end up clipping him late. But I'm like, if Devin fights smart the whole fight, which more than likely he gonna do, because he ain't gonna want to get clipped by Regis. Yeah, I think it's
Exactly.
gonna be a Devin, but I think it's gonna be a SD though. I think it's gonna be a split. You know what I'm saying? He
Maybe.
gonna win the
Yeah.
split because
It'll be a
I
split
think Regis.
if Regis could get to him. If Regis can make it interesting, then
Oh,
yeah,
wait a
I can
minute.
see it.
I think he
If
gonna get
Regis
to him
could get
late for
to
real.
him, if
I think he
Regis
gonna
could,
get to him late.
yeah, but
I
if
think he gonna
Regis,
get to him late.
guys, if Regis gets to him, it's gonna be a split. He's gonna split Haney wide open. He
Hmm.
better not. You don't want that man. That heavy-handed dude, man.
The
Yeah,
only
but
reason why I said a split is because I think Devin Haney is gonna win a lot of early rounds,
Hmm.
and I don't think Regis is gonna get to him early. I think Regis is gonna finally get to him late, and that's when the table's gonna turn. But by the table start to turn, the fight gonna already be in Haney's favor,
Right.
and he gonna get a split decision because Haney gonna touch the canvas at least once. I know he gonna get hurt. I know for a fact Regis Prograis is going to hurt him in this fight. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I know Regis
oh,
gonna touch
Regis,
that man at
even
least
Regis knows he's
one
gonna
good
touch him.
time. He's going to touch him, and he's going to hurt him, and he's going to put Devin on his ass at least once.
He
If
looks, but
because Devin
guys,
know how to hold you when he hurt.
he
You
looks
know what I'm saying? He know how to do it.
he looks so bad in his last performance that I was like, why don't he just move up to 147?
So
That's what
wait,
Who,
I
Devin?
no
no, Regis.
Regis.
Oh, Regis look like
He looked
ass.
off.
But you could say the same thing about Devin Haney.
Nah,
They both
I don't
need to
know.
move
Yeah,
up.
I thought that was a
No,
that was a
really, Loma, the little fighter who's pushing himself at 135 max.
right.
Like
That's his
that's his
right, but
max out.
that's
Yeah,
still Loma. Yeah, I said that. That's his ceiling. I said that too. He ain't going past 135, but I said, but at the same time, he's still an elite at 135. He's not that ain't he ain't a normal guy.
ain't nobody in the
I don't
Barrios
know,
fight for
man.
sale.
He pushed him to the limit at 135, and that nigga he's now coming up to
But who
140 and going
hasn't
against
who
Regis.
hasn't he pushed at to the limit? Said he's been in the ring with
Who, Loma?
Loma. Yeah.
Shit, he ain't pushed T.O. He got the last 3 rounds, 3 or 4.
Right. Yeah. That's true. Well, now he ain't get the 12.
No,
He
matter of
pulled
fact,
that off.
hell no, no. We could scrap that too because when he fought Jermaine Ortiz, I felt was up on them cards. He
Yeah,
needed them
I
last
felt
three or
like
four.
Jermaine Ortiz, but still in all, it was still a competitive fight.
No, I didn't say it
the
wasn't
last
good.
round.
I didn't say it wasn't competitive. I just said he needed to pull them shits off.
Right. I mean, but I felt like Devin won. I thought he won against Lomachenko, but Lomachenko had better moments, but they were too far and few in between.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can agree with that.
People tend to forget that, especially a lot of casual fans. They be like, "Oh, but he did this," and it's like that. Damn, would you erase all them jabs from your memory?
Did you erase the first six? You erased the first 6 fucking rounds?
Yeah, or the first 2.5 minutes. It's just like, yeah, you can't just, and he lands a really stiff, great jab, and it's like, oh, he totally won that round. And I'm like,
yeah, and that totally erases the last 4 he
so that's
lost.
what I mean.
Like,
I don't
what the
feel like
fuck?
that. I didn't feel like that was a bad performance on for either fighter. I felt like it was a lot of a chess match because they were picking up on what each other was doing, and it was kind of like, it was like elite boxers in there together. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I looked at it as a very entertaining fight. But some people thought it was boring, what have you. And so, oh, he's too old, And this
Yeah,
dude
these
can't
motherfuckers who
make
sit
weight.
here waiting to
And yeah, he
look
been
at
making
knockouts
weight.
and all this other dumb
But
shit.
but that's the thing is though, Devin Haney don't ever look good making weight at 135.
Hell no, this nigga look like the fucking crypt keeper, or
Yeah,
like
man.
you see his spine, you can count this nigga ribs.
He looked like an unwrapped mummy. Yeah, it's true. But I'm just saying, like, but at the same time, he was still young enough where he could still do that. He could still do that.
Yeah, Devin is only like barely 25.
Yeah, he can't do that now, man. That nigga need to move up immediately.
Well, then why hold on to them belts then?
Cause he talking shit. He trying to keep his options open, but he definitely need to not go back down to 35. That shit is a wrap.
Yeah,
Yo, do y'all think Virgil should move up? I think so.
Think who?
Virgil Ortiz?
Yeah.
Oh, he should have been moved up. This nigga's on his 3rd reason. Yeah, he should have been moved. Move up or not fight.
Yeah, that'd be he'd be. I mean, if he was still healthy at 154, man.
Move up or not fight, man.
There's so many good matchups for him at 154. Shit.
He can't make 47.
Could you imagine him at 54 fighting fucking the Australian dude?
Who,
Zoo and Virgil Ortiz. That's a fucking matchup, man. That's a
Zoo
war.
would get him.
That's a good fight, but shit, Virgil can't make 47. I don't know what the fuck he can make. I don't know if he'll be at 54 or if he could be at 60. No, I'm just saying. I don't know where he would be at. Like, what would be his comfort zone, 60 or 54? Like, clearly it's not 47 because he keeps on, his kidneys is failing. He's going through all kinds of shit trying to make 47.
He tripping. He need to go to 54. But I don't see him beating nobody like significant or nothing like that, except like, no, I can't say that. I see him. He could beat a few cool dudes at 54, but I don't think he could beat no Tim Zudo. I don't see him beating none of the like top world champs at 54.
Him and Zoo would it would be a good fight because you can see them niggas beating each other's body to see whose hands is gonna fall first.
But I think Tim Zoo gonna outwork him.
Yeah, he's a little heavy-handed, but so is Virgil Ortiz to the body.
Yeah, I think that body work is gonna be.
You gotta keep that in mind too. Is he gonna be more powerful at 54 because he's been starving himself at 47?
Right.
You know what I mean? Is he gonna perform even better?
But he gonna rehydrate to like 161 or 162 or something.
So it might be better for him. Obviously.
Yeah, because I don't know how big fucking this. I don't know how big Ortiz can get. I just know he can't do 47. That shit is out the question.
Dude at 54 that I never knew how he ever made weight, and that was the dude who fucking just walked around and got punched in the face all night and then finished you. Who was he? About to fight Charlo. He slapped the other Charlo too.
Talking about Caleb Plant?
No, the first one to slap the Charlo.
Oh, you talking about fucking Jared Hurd big ass?
Yeah. How the hell was he making 54?
I have no clue. The last time Jared Hurd fought, that nigga was fucking damn near heavyweight.
That dude was. I'm like, shit, man.
And he slapped that nigga with lime green leggings. You know how disrespectful that is? I wish a
That's
nigga
street
would
politics,
slap. I
bro.
wish a
That's
nigga.
street
I
politics.
wish a nigga would slap me with lime green leggings. Are you crazy?
That's
Them
street
dudes that can
politics.
do that, man.
Nah,
What?
fuck the street politics. This nigga had on the Ninja Turtle leggings
I
and
know what you're
smacked the
talking about. Yeah, I
dog
remember
shit
that.
out of him. Pow!
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you better slap me with some brown jeans on or some black jeans. You ain't gonna slap me with
Yo,
no
was
lime
that
green
the
shit.
Maul that he slapped?
Nah, he. Oh yeah, that was Maul. It wasn't Mel. He smacked Maul.
Yo,
Bro,
Maul
why
out
is
here
Maul
getting
getting slapped?
slapped like that. Yeah, man.
I don't
Why?
know, man. Maul need like 2 murder charges because this nigga eating slaps like crazy.
Bro, that ain't right, bro. Maul, you need to get your shit together, bro. You can't be out here getting
Yeah,
bitch slapped like
dog.
that. You a grown ass man out here, bro. You tripping.
Second
You need to get
Amendment, nigga,
slapped by
get your
two different niggas, and the second one
get.
was by a white dude. What the fuck wrong with you, bro? You supposed
And
to represent Texas.
the first one was a nigga with lime green leggings.
It's just disrespectful, bro. Next thing you know, niggas gonna be taking his cheeks. That's just not okay.
Oh,
in front of his wife. Pow.
Woo.
damn.
Like yo, excuse me, wife. Nigga didn't even say
Yeah.
excuse the wife.
Excuse the wife, bro.
Nigga just smacked the
Your wife
dog
got
shit
more
out of
heart
him.
than you. That don't make no sense. How your wife got more heart than you? Well, we know who wear the pants in your house.
Damn, that shit was crazy. I'm glad you brought that up one too. That shit was that shit was hilarious.
I just said it.
Yeah, it's your fault, one too. This your fault. You shouldn't have brought this shit up.
Yo,
Yeah,
I'm just
nigga.
saying.
This nigga
I
been slapped
was
twice,
trying to
bro.
bring
You
up
fucked up.
Heard. I was
Bro,
trying
I'm
to bring up
fucked up
Heard.
now, bro. This nigga been slapped twice, bro, in his whole boxing career. He done took 2 slaps. And the cold part about it, the niggas that slapped you, you didn't even fight the niggas.
At
You
all.
know what's crazy though? And his little brother about to fight Canelo. That makes it even worse.
Bro, I'm done.
And he undisputed.
I'm done.
And that nigga said, "Yeah, I've been waiting for a Canelo fight my whole life." And then you got fucking Maul coming out after the fact. Yo, yeah, after my brother fight him, I'm next. Like, man, get your punk ass out
Yo,
there. You ain't next.
Yo, wait, hold up. Didn't he pull up on Bivol too? Like, we'll do it. It'll be attraction.
Yeah, then Bivol said, "Who is he?
Wow.
Who is he? He wants to fight. Who is he?" That nigga didn't even know who the fuck. He didn't even know who the fuck Maul was. He's like, yeah, okay, drunk. Who is he?
Wow.
Yo, I think Maul got it hard enough, yo. I think we could just.
Nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that. No, he getting some smoke. He got me fucked up. Sitting there doing that bullshit, getting out here slapped by niggas in green leggings and shit, and then a white boy from Tennessee, nigga. You got like fucked up, Jamal. Fuck wrong with you? You supposed to be from Texas. You make Texas look bad. You disrespectful. You'll never let no grown ass man open palm slap you in no motherfucking green leggings.
Nigga gave him the rare meat smack, nigga.
Bruh,
Gave
come on.
Gave him the open hand.
Yo, you see when he tried when Plant tried that shit with Canelo, he slipped that shit and slapped the shit out of him.
Man,
yeah, but see, that's Canelo. That nigga was prepared for that bullshit. This nigga's that shit echoed through the whole garage when he smacked the shit out of them all.
And then a nigga be looking shocked, like he be like on some shock shit, like why your mouth open? Like he's sitting there mouth wide open, like he really just slapped me.
The crazy shit is he got his ass smacked, and then his wife got his ass towed back by Mel wife.
Nigga tripping.
Damn.
Yeah, Mel. When you saw them 2 light skinned girls fighting, that was Mel wife whooping on Maul wife.
Wow.
Yo, that shit was fucking hilarious. I'm like, yo, this nigga Maul taking the L all the way around the board.
Bruh, this is not okay, bro. Maul retired, cuz.
Maul just need to, he told about he want to fly planes and shit. Let that nigga do that.
Fly planes, nigga. Fly on, nigga. Fly on. Do you?
Yeah,
but you need to get off this shit, bro. Give up that WBC belt, bro. You holding up the game, bro.
Yo, 3 years. It's 3 years?
Yeah, that fucking.
Yeah, nigga. That's that Marcelio. That's that Suleiman effect right there.
So it's been 3 years, right?
At least Triple G got gone finally. Like it's like nobody.
Shit, at least Triple G, even if he didn't get gone, this nigga was like, yo, I don't like my mandatory. This nigga relinquished the WBA and
him and Jamal,
whatever 2 straps he had, he got rid of. This nigga Maul is still holding that WBC belt, and Suleiman is like, yeah, and we support him for what? The fuck are you supporting this nigga for?
Yo, that dude, man. That dude. Fucking, oh my God. He be fucking up everything.
Why are you supporting him? He's not defending shit. He is not in shape to fucking fight shit.
Tyson Fury right now, too. He letting him hold on to that WBC.
Tyson Fury, bro.
Nigga, he done created this nigga done create. He done created a fucking title for that fight.
He almost fucked up the whole lightweight division, the whole 135 division with that fucking super fucking franchise French fry belt.
That French man,
he stayed fucking shit up.
And you hear what Tyson Fury said about being a boxer. He was like, he'd rather be a celebrity than to be a boxer. He said it's more
motherfucker.
Yeah, this dumbass nigga, you done gave this big white fucking lesbian ass looking nigga fucking option. Nigga ain't trying to fight. Oh, fuck Zhang. And Usyk. Oh, nah, fuck it. I eat pussy, and I identify as a woman.
I'm fighting in the UFC.
Yeah, like Jones next. You done gave this fucking weirdo options. He gonna exhaust all them bitches. Give me 200 million. Give me 500 million. Nigga, you ain't worth that shit with that shit in your pocket.
Talking about I'm undisputed champion. I had all the belts. I'm like this nigga here.
Yeah, you held them shits prior. I give you that shit. You held not all at the same time, but you did hold at least 3 or 4 of them bitches at one time.
About Usyk, instead he's swerving his little ass.
Ain't gonna fight him though. He ain't gonna fight the middleweight.
He ain't gonna fight Usyk,
bro.
He's a little
Imagine I call you a middleweight, and I won't fight you though. If the nigga so little, why the fuck you just won't get the nigga up out of there?
It become undisputed.
Why? Just get him out of there, become undisputed, and vacate the shit and retire, and just be a celebrity.
Yeah, go to WWE.
Yeah, do the WWE shit. Yeah. Do all that other extra shit.
That's what I would do if I was him. I would just go beat the motherfucker ass, and then be like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna vacate. I did everything, but I'm out."
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you got the titles. You beat the man who beat the man prior to all this dumb shit because your last one to beat Klitschko. Step on these niggas' asses and keep it pushing.
Do a moving.
It's a damn shame, man.
He ain't gonna fight Usyk though. That shit ain't
gonna. You can't force these motherfuckers to fight, even if they mandatories. They be like,
Tyson Fury got the WBC belt. He ain't got to fight nobody. As long as he got money under his name, he ain't got to fight nobody. Jamal Charlo is a perfect example. If they doing that shit for Jamal, they'll do that shit for Tyson Fury. Give a fuck. Them niggas Tyson ain't finna fight nobody. He finna fuck around, fight Francis Ngannou, fuck with him, and do his bullshit.
He couldn't. Suleiman couldn't wait to give that WBC to Canelo. He was like, "Oh, I got the belt. He just lost it on the scales here." He just do that shit at him like sanctioning fees over this way.
Oh man! Wait, wait, hold on. I'm looking at some shit about the WBC right now.
Oh man, it's probably that motherfucker never ceased to amaze me, man. That motherfucker always pulling shit out of his ass.
Right fees to cover persons or fighters overpaid.
Suleiman
of Showtime Boxing. Honcho and
he's fucking boxing all the way up.
God damn, WBC ain't shit, man.
Hell nah.
And bro, and Holyfield could move. Being a smaller dude, you got dudes at heavyweight like 250, 260. Them big motherfuckers don't want to move no 12 goddamn rounds.
Hell no.
You got a little nigga like Holyfield. That's why Usyk is a problem at heavyweight because he can move. He
exactly. Nimble. But Usyk, hey man, that body shot was legit.
Man, I don't even want to talk about it. I done already said that shit.
That body shot shook his ass up.
That was a low blow, nigga. How your dick in your navel, nigga? Since when is your dick in your belly button, nigga? You make that make sense.
It was. I felt like it was a clean shot.
Yeah, it was right above look what they said was clean for Usyk and what was clean for Dubois. Yeah, yo, this is clean, this is clean. Okay, boom, he hit him on the navel. Pow. That nigga Usyk act like he took a bullet. Yeah, that nigga was out of it.
He was done. So E Punch said, which matchup would cause more trouble for Fury, Usyk or Zhang?
Zhang as long as he can. How can I explain this? If this shit, if Fury could deal with him past 7, Fury. But if Zhang can get that shit, if he can mix that shit up and get Fury to trade him, because you know Fury got a fucking pride issue. If he can get him to slug with him, that shit is not going 6. Someone's going to sleep. Fury's either going to sleep him or Zhang's going to sleep him.
I got Zhang.
So I don't think it'll go past 6. If it does, I don't think 7 max. 7 max is where I cap that shit out.
I think the Zhang fight will be a little more difficult for him because you would think that, I mean, if Tyson Fury comes in shape, all that movement ain't gonna help because
that's what I'm saying. If Fury comes in on that shit,
yeah,
then
he got to risk it for the biscuit. Tyson Fury going to crack him, and Tyson Fury got some fast hands and some pretty damn good feet for being that big.
And he can go to 12.
That's probably why that motherfucker don't want to fight him. He's like, I ain't trying to train and dance around for that dosa.
Yeah, but if it come down to hand shit about we in the trenches, Zay ain't gonna get him out of there.
Oh, I don't know. I think that go either way.
No, but okay.
Well, I'd probably take Tyson Fury in that matchup if he's in shape. You know
if
why?
If they going hand to hand?
Yeah. Well, I would put it like this. Ziggy Zhang, that man was fighting. Keep in mind who he was fighting.
Well, first off,
he was fighting a sloth.
I told you I capped this nigga out of 6 rounds.
Yeah, I'm just saying he was fighting a guy that's like I could take anyone's punch, and eventually I'll get you, and was eating lefts. He ain't missed one left that he threw.
He ain't missed shit when he fought fucking. You talking about when he fought? What's his face? Fucking Joyce.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joyce can't move his fucking head.
Then when he caught him with that right hook, it was like finishing. Wow.
Dude, the first fight, the nigga eye looked like a pussy. This nigga beat that shit dead ass shut.
Yeah, man. But I'm saying that ain't. But Tyson Fury is man. I don't know.
The Zhang is 6'7". Fucking Fury is 6'9". That shit is that's dead even.
So,
but Tyson Fury can move though, and he got popped too.
So what I give him that part, but I'm just saying, if you know how Fury like to entertain shit, because that's how he got caught by motherfucking Wilder fucking around.
Yeah.
But what I think is, at first I ain't gonna lie, when they asked the question, when E Punch asked, I thought Zhang, but then I started to think, and then Lisa put up this comment, and I was thinking of that before she put it up. It's like, yeah, Tyson know how to fight big dudes. He already got that under his belt, and Zhang don't move enough. He's a little stationary. Tyson gonna move on him, so he's not gonna outpoint. Zhang ain't gonna outpoint Fury. The biggest issue, and Zhang gonna headhunt Fury because he a big nigga, so he gonna go to the head. He ain't gonna go. I highly doubt he's gonna go to the body. What makes Usyk more of a threat, in my opinion, is Usyk gonna go to the body on Fury, and he gonna go to the body on Fury often, and he gonna mix it up on Fury. And also, guess what, Tyson? I can move too, bitch. So I think that's also what's going to be an issue, is because Usyk can move with Fury. Zhang could probably move with Fury for like maybe 2 rounds, maybe. But he ain't going to be able to move with him throughout the duration.
My window for Zhang is 6 rounds. If you can't get him out of there or make him uncomfortable in 6, he's got a shot. Remember, this nigga's like 270. This nigga is 270.
Because I want somebody to be in there and defend their titles and all that shit. Because I'm tired of Tyson Fury's bullshit. But if I'm putting my bread on it, well, I'll roll with Fury.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right, 1, 2. If they fight just for shits and giggles, I'll put some bread on motherfucking Zane.
Okay.
What?
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nah, that's my nigga.
That's
I put
a
20
good
on.
bet though. That's a good bet still because with Tyson Fury going to show up, so it's a toss up one way or the other. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? I could throw
Because
20.
if
I throw 20 on my nigga one too.
if he ducking Usyk because he don't want to train because he's gonna have to train for that fight.
Yep.
He got to move.
And you know what that also says? Fury not in shape.
Right. That's what I mean. So
look at Fury right now for the Ngannou fight. You see this nigga? This nigga look like the Michelin Man.
But still in all, even though they're about the same size and height, the reach advantage for Tyson Fury is there still with Zhang.
And Ngannou is getting in phenomenal boxing shape for this.
Exactly. Like this
that nigga getting in hella shape.
Yeah,
that nigga training with bruh. That nigga is doing hella work. He really coming in there to knock Tyson out for real.
Like he's not disrespecting the sport. He's just like he's taking it serious. He's not like Conor McGregor or whoever the fuck else was looking for a check. He's looking to
Tyson Fury ain't really training. He just sparring.
And that's what's funny. It's like, bro, this nigga really trained. Like I was looking at this shit, I'm like,
I was always afraid of that. Oh man, guy goes in there half sleep. You know what I'm saying? And gets
and he punches like a motherfucker. Did you see Ngannou when he knocked out fucking Overeem?
It'll make boxing look awful, man.
Listen, 1-2. Did you see this nigga get this nigga to draft neck?
Yeah, I seen him make it. I seen that motherfucker jab a dude and just.
This nigga hit Overeem with the you can.
I think he got. I think he got a hard. He might have a harder punch than even Deontay Wilder.
Of course, Ngannou punch harder than Wilder.
Yeah, that dude is fucking big as shit.
That nigga,
and he a fighter.
That nigga, boy.
I think for the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, for the first.
Bro, why do you think Wilder didn't fight Samuel Peter, bro?
Samuel Peters is trying to fight Wilder.
Peter got a fucking chin, and Peter can punch.
Yeah, well, Peter dead took a hit. Did you not see what that nigga did to Klitschko?
Yeah. And you seen the beating he took from Klitschko too?
No, I'm talking about the first fight. The first fight.
The first fight.
Yeah, the first fight. He put them hands on him.
No, I'm saying he dropped Klitschko 3 times in that fight, but Klitschko was beating the shit out of him. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen a fight like that before where a dude won and the other dude got 3 knockdowns, but the other dude got his ass pounded. Like
that's because fucking Klitschko got his motherfucking shit. He got his bearings back.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
But Wilder didn't want
him and Tony fought too, though.
Huh?
And, Tony fought Peters twice.
Yep, Tony fought Samuel Peter too. Bro, Wilder didn't want no parts of Samuel Peter.
He rocked Tony.
And shit, Tony's a different type of animal, man.
Right. He's like a
that nigga, honey badger. He can't speak.
Tony said that Samuel Peter was the hardest puncher he'd been up against, I think.
He rocked him in that fight, that's for sure.
I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't hear it, but it wouldn't surprise me because Samuel Peters is a fucking hitter.
Yeah, that nigga boy.
Just like what's my man name who gave Klitschko his first L, motherfucking Corey Sanders, left hand, bang.
Nah, that wasn't. He didn't give him the first L.
That was not Vladimir. That was
gave him his first L.
Not Vladimir. The other brother.
Vitaly.
Yeah, was it Vitaly or was it Vladimir?
Vitaly.
Vladimir lost to Corey.
Vitaly beat the shit out of Corey Sanders.
So Vlad took the ass whooping from Corey.
Yeah, but I think his first loss was to Ross Purdy. Ross Purdy, he punched himself out, and Ross Purdy knocked him out cold.
Oh shit!
I might be, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm looking it up now.
Y'all had to look it up.
Yeah, we're gonna look that up
now. I know Corey Sanders gave this nigga his first L. That shit came out.
Ross Purdy was a tough motherfucker. That dude could take a shot, and you would think he'd be asleep, right? And he'll lull you to sleep, and then just explode on you in the late rounds and knock you the fuck out. That dude was nasty. They don't make sleepers.
They don't make fighters like that no more.
Nah.
No.
Randall was like that too, I think. Where he just set motherfuckers up with shots all night, just wait. And then like boom. And knock them out cold. One shot. He threw one punch the whole fight, landed one punch the whole fight, knocked the dude out in the 8th round with that one.
Kendall Holt was like that too, but Kendall Holt it wasn't like wait the whole fight. Kendall Holt just be setting you up, just boom, 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 boom.
Holt,
you know what? Bang, lights out.
Yo, that's when I gave Tim Bradley all them props. I ain't never seen a dude get punched and when he punched that motherfucker, he threw him in the air. That motherfucker. That was one of the worst.
I have respect for Tim Bradley after he beat
and he got
Kendall Holt
and won.
Yeah, after he beat Kendall Holt and he beat what's old boy
Provodnikov.
Oh yeah,
and Provodnikov, that one, and what else? Who was the other? He fought a brother, Alexander. When he fought
Devin Alexander,
Provodnikov and Holt, and he fought them in their prime though. He didn't fight them past
Alexander was a bad motherfucker in his prime.
Yeah, he fought Alexander when Alexander was that dude.
And he was
they both got them weird shaped heads. That head look like a fucking the head look like a knuckle, man.
Knuckleheads.
Yeah, man, that nigga head punch you, nigga, you gash immediately.
Who did he destroy? Who did Alexander destroy in about a big name fighter? He beat
Maidana. He beat Marcos Maidana. He beat the shit out of Maidana.
Yo, he
destroyed
Maidana
out
of him. I remember that shit. I was like, yo, that dude, he was
like he literally destroyed Maidana. People forget that. People forget Devin Alexander destroyed Maidana.
Yeah, man, that motherfucker's jab was crazy. Pop, 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 pop. And he caught that one dude with the uppercut and lifted him up too. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the Morocco dude who was doing his thing for a while, running around with that Mike Tyson style, hooking off on people. He dropped that dude with a nasty ass uppercut. Yo, yeah, those are some good fights, man.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah,
good times. Like I said, they don't make it ain't like that no more. That's when HBO. Honestly, I miss that shit. HBO boxing for real, because that's when it was still
best fights. Yo, this nigga Mike Tyson's in the Ngannou's corner for this fight.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm catching hella alerts, and I'm like, Ngannou Tyson. Like, what the fuck?
Yep, and Tyson is training him. And I forgot who hold mitts for him, but he's a known dude in the combat sports world.
Probably that fucking Corrales dude that was holding mitts for Tyson, and Tyson that knocked his fucking head off.
Yo, I gotta say though, when he got in there with Roy, man, Mike was dead ass serious.
That nigga Mike gave him a pass because Roy was getting his ass whipped.
Roy was looking at the ref like, this motherfucker hit me.
And that nigga Mike looked like he took his foot off the gas, like, you know what? Let me be a little, you know, cordial, because this nigga is getting his ass whipped.
Before I get up out of here, I gotta say it. I gotta say this, bro. Before I get up out of here, that Mike Tyson. People could talk about Mike Tyson in his prime and say how dangerous he was and all that, and he was. But the Mike Tyson that fought Roy, if you put that in the Mike Tyson that fought Lennox, over. I'm not, and that's when people understand what I mean. I'm talking a focused Mike Tyson. Down to earth for real, grounded Mike Tyson. Really disciplined Mike Tyson. Really in the gym about his shit. Mike Tyson, bruh. You don't want them problems, bruh.
Hell no, that nigga beating you. He beating your ribs. He beating some shit into submission.
And he calculating. He technical, and he placing everything perfect. He knowing, bro. No, you fighting a IQ smart. No, bruh.
Good.
Nah, man. You put some IQ on Tyson.
Grounded, could get low,
bruh.
Low.
Yeah, and can do whatever he want with you, bro. Yeah. Can move you out, but no.
Didn't matter, yo, man. No. He took the size away from you too,
bro. He taking every angle from you, bro. There's not an angle you could put on him.
with one slip, and then you in punch position to get
bruh.
snuffed. He already throwing
Exactly,
it.
one,
He
two,
Bruh,
already throwing it. He
exactly.
slip, and then
that's
then that hook coming is already. As soon as that
it-
slip is coming, he launched
it's
it.
over, bruh. It's
And
Yeah.
then
over.
he's
I
and
saw
then he
that. I was
throwing
like,
that hook, and then he throwing that body, the uppercut,
Yup.
left
Then
hook
he
at the
throwing in
same.
the
He's crazy. You
combination, bro.
nuts?
and he,
I'm like, oh
nah, bruh.
shit,
You
man.
talking
Yo,
about a Mike Tyson that's really finna? Okay, I'll feel you out. I'm not trying to kill you the first round. I'll feel you out. Boo, boo, boo. Oh shit, this nigga tired? Oh, but no, hell no,
yeah.
Trying to hit the
nigga,
body.
no.
Let me.
Yo,
Oh, you
banging the
tied up that
Mm-mm.
left
body.
hit? Oh, I'm about to double up with the same hand. Boop, boop, boop.
Yup. And then
Niggas
finish
not
with an
going 12.
uppie. And
You
finish
not
with an
going
uppie.
right. You not going 12 with that Mike Tyson, bro. You not going 12 with
And
him.
then
You
and
not,
then walking them big dudes back, like just grabbing
bruh.
their arms and just pushing them
Easy
back,
though.
yo, and just walking them.
Easy.
When you grab him, he would just walk you back. Yeah, that dude was.
Imagine just him just having the discipline to actually really have the mindset. Because when he did the interview after that, he was like, he even said, he was like, I wish I knew then what I knew now. Like I knew when to attack and when to throw and when to do this and when to move here and when to turn them and do this. Like he actually thinking in there. We talking to
Mhm.
Mike Tyson that's thinking in there. No,
Yeah,
no,
if he had that young body.
A different,
with that young, no.
a different type of monster.
No, bruh, you got me fucked up. Holyfield going to sleep. Lennox going to sleep. All you niggas is going to bed, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro.
That's
There
a
was one heavyweight, man. There
that's
was
a
one
different
guy that
monster.
I felt
That's
that
a bad man right there.
there was another one too, man. But it was his career was so short, and that was Ike Buche. That
Oh
dude,
yeah,
that
dude.
motherfucker was a monster, man. He was a monster.
How many fights did
Yeah,
Ibushi have? 24?
Nah, I think he only had like 19.
he had 19,
But
20
he
or
went
some
toe
shit.
to
Damn,
toe with
that's it?
Tua and beat him.
Yeah, he went total. Yeah, he went toe
Nobody
to it.
went
Beat him.
toe to toe with
No,
Tua.
in his
And
prime though.
yeah, and he gave Bird his first L. He was the first one to catch him and knocked him out. Just fucking, that was nasty. Uppercut, like 45-degree hook. That shit
Yeah,
was
life got to
nasty.
him. Life got to him.
Yeah,
I
man.
want, you know what? I want to
Tua's
shout out to
homeless
Blood
now.
Boxing. I want to do it. I want to see if he want to come up on the live. I'm gonna call him. I want to see if he want to do a live of all the boxers that are forgotten that were really, really good and fought really top fighters and beat them, like this, like who we talking about right now, like
Ike Buche.
cause yeah, cause honestly,
Buche, Tua, shit. There's a lot of niggas
it's
who
a
put
lot of
some hands
cats, and
on,
I know Blood Boxing would love to
hands and
cook
asses.
on some shit like
Yo,
that.
did you ever
Oh
see the sparring matches with Tua and Holyfield? Because they was under the same
yeah,
promotion?
I seen that
Damn.
shit. That shit is nasty,
That
bruh.
shit was nasty, man. I always
Nasty.
want to
Just
see Tua and Mike. You
how
know,
I wanted to.
That's
Everybody wanted to see that,
shit.
but
That's one and the same. Except Mike,
Mike was a
like
little quicker.
yeah, just
Yeah,
like motherfucking Boone said, like a thinking Mike and
yeah.
Tua don't
Oh, yeah.
stand a fucking chance.
Nah,
mm-mm,
I'm just saying, but it would have been fun.
It's fucked up that this nigga's homeless. Like this nigga done put in hella work.
bruh,
Yo, this shit,
bruh.
life
Who's
It's
homeless?
some life,
Tua.
bro. Get to niggas, bruh. They
Tua's
life.
homeless?
You ain't
Yeah,
know? You ain't
Nah.
know?
Tua's
Man,
a
it's
homeless
crazy.
dude, man. This shit
It's
is
crazy.
nuts.
What the fuck? Nah, I didn't even know that shit.
Yeah, guys, we gonna have to do some research on some shit, and I want to give a special shout out to Blood Boxing, Retro Boxing documentaries, man. I hope we get to like get together and like cook on this type of topic, man, because this is something I think Blood Boxing, aka Retro Boxing documentaries, would love to like cook on some real like his boxing historian type shit. And
Mm.
this is something I would like to like cook on, do my own research and get my knowledge up my damn self and learn about these dudes and who they train with and training regimens and shit. I also have found a newfound respect for Emmanuel Stewart over the past few years doing my research on him and what he's done for boxing as a whole.
Oh
And
hell yeah.
Oh,
you know,
Emmanuel Stewart is a fucking legend.
Yeah, Manny Stewart, man, that motherfucker shit. I mean, think about it. Even late in his career, he had Lennox and Vlad.
yeah, people sleep on a lot of great trainers and what boxing was
I think he's
and
the
why
only
it's
was Emmanuel he had two was it two undisputed? or one?
He had Hearns too, man. Like that dude.
Yeah, did he have 2 undisputed fighters or one?
I'm not sure.
I'm not
I
sure
can't
exactly.
remember.
Because
And he
Lennox was
trained a
one.
lot of top dudes. Yeah, Lennox is one.
He also had what you call it? He was undisputed too. He had got him later in his career.
So then it's
And I
2.
think I think he had Jermaine Taylor who was undisputed.
Oh, you are
Oh
definitely
yeah,
right. You are
Yeah.
definitely
yeah.
right. So he
Remember he
got
was
2
giving him
undisputed.
shit when he was fighting Spinks. He was like, "Man, stop with that pity pat shit." And he was like,
Yeah,
"Man,
He
you
gave
got
him
12
he
rounds.
gave him
Do
shit when he
something."
fought he gave him shit when he fought what the
When
fuck his
Lewis was
name?
fighting too, right?
Yeah.
When he was fighting
Damn.
Mike.
And so Manny got 2 undisputed.
Yep.
Yeah, you got a point there, but
I used to
I
I
gotta
used
get
to
up
like
out of here,
watching him when he
fellas.
was fighting
All
when he
right,
was
man.
watching
Thanks for
shit
Yeah, I
on
having
gotta
us,
get up
BG.
HBO
out
and
of here.
shit.
I gotta get up in the morning and shit
All
and
right,
take my
Charles D.
kids to school and shit. But in closing, you know what I'm saying? I just want to thank everybody for coming in and shout out to my boy Charles D. Shout out to my boy 1-2 Kid, Myron Magnus, aka Double M Boxing Logic United. In closing, if you guys got anything you want to cook on real quick before I get up out of here, I'm gonna start off with Charles D. Before I get up out of here, bro. Closing thoughts, CD, bro.
Nah, man, thanks for having me, man. Good chopping it up with y'all niggas. And we gonna do it again though.
All day, all day. 1-2 closing thoughts, my G.
Yeah, man. Just the last closing thought about that whole Bud Crawford Spence thing. Just gonna say this. Now that he's saying there was a weight problem and all that, y'all right. It was a weight problem. He waited too long for that ass whooping. I'm out.
Appreciate you, man. Like I said, I want to send a special shout out to my boy 1-2 Kid, Charles D. Shout out to the whole UGC. Special shout out to my boy Myra Magnus, aka Double M Boxing Logic United, man. Shout out to the whole set. You already see what it is, man. Shout out Boxing Logic United, Andrew Tucker World. Shout out to my boy Jay BZ, My Neezy, I sees ye. You know what I'm saying? And you already know I gotta send a shout out to the Reaper, the head nigga of the Reaper gang, 3K the boss man, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. You already know what it is, man. You
My
already know as
nigga,
we
my
say
nigga
at the end of
dose,
this
my
shit.
nigga dose phalanges.
You feel me? You
Dose
understand me?
phalanges.
Do say? Yeah, talking about. But as we always say at the end of this, man, it costs you nothing to pay niggas no mind, man. Respect though. We out.
Peace.
100.
I gotta holler at my nigga Mob, man.